Hey, what's good, chat? As the same as yesterday. I don't think I have anything new. Announcement-wise. So honestly, we can just get right into it. I remember a lot more this time. So the stream title is a little wrong. I don't actually know who killed the Ringmaster. I have an idea. I think I know. But I'm not 100% on that. But here we are, December 30th, 9:41 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. Good morning, Matt. Oh, yeah, good morning, sweeties. You don't seem like your usual sparkling self today. I'm always like this before I go in front of an audience. I'm working up to it. Tee-hee. Ugh. Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk. Regina! How fabulous! My sweetie pie princess! You came to watch my performance today. Of course I did. Mo told me that I should come and watch this. Mo said that? So, what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess. You'll fly at the end? It's not that kind of show, isn't that right, my sweeties? Huh? I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't. Yeah, she doesn't seem to realize what's going on, or even where she is. Well, Max, it looks like it's time to raise the curtain. See you later. Today I'm just a member of the audience. Fabulous. Enjoy yourself out there. Good luck, Max. You're the best. She is different. What do you think there? Top of the morning to you. Everybody, let's get ready to get stuck in legal limbo. How low can you go? No? Top of the morning to you, Governor. Top of the morning? That's the ticket. Attacking the day starts with energy in the morning. The early bird gets the worm. But then again, worms lack higher brain function. Here, Max, I brought you a present. Have some milk. Oh my, thanks. So, how are you today, right? Oh, I think that today I'm going to face off against the real culprit. You mean Acro? Huh? You think he did it? Yeah, be careful. He's used to putting his life on the line. Literally. He's got guts to spare. If all I've got to worry about is how thin the tightrope is, I'm used to it already. It just means that I won't be able to press him like I can other witnesses. What are you gonna do then, Nick? I guess today we'll just have to do without our usual psychological warfare. So we rely on evidence, so that we will get past Akron and to the truth. You're right. But it's gonna be tough. Anyway, I'm gonna make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important. Then she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father. Do you want us to make sure Regina watches? Yep. That's why I brought her here to court today. What's that supposed to mean? She needs to know that when people die, they don't just become stars. I may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars. Well, that's interesting, I guess. December 30th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 2. Oh, there she is. Court is now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Miss Von Karma. You may proceed with your case. The prosecution would like to revise its previous theory of events. What's the meaning of this? We have discovered a new witness, or shall I say, a new eyewitness. One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly off from the scene of the crime. Oh. Order! I had a feeling something like this would come up. Due to this revision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. An explanation the prosecution will present if the need so arises. In fact, my detective stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene on my orders. Poor Gumshoe. Yeah, better Gumshoe. Very well, please call your witness to the stand. Time to get to work. Or shall I say time to walk the courtroom tightrope. Hi, Acro. I see your birds are with you, too. Nice. Name and occupation. Ken Dingling, but everyone calls me Acro. I'm employed as an acrobat at the Very Big Circus. Very the night of the crime. I was in my room that night. If you look at the map... if you look at the map, you will see the witness's room is near the crime scene. My room is on the 3rd floor, the crime scene is below my window. The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Would you tell us what you witnessed? Okay. Fine. What I witnessed? I saw the murder. It was Maximilian Galactica. It was just after 10 p.m. I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Oh my god. Then a few moments later, I saw someone flying by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's what it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. This witness's testimony matches up exactly with that of the clown. If that is the case, there is very little the prosecution need add. All that's left is to explain how the defendant disappeared into the sky that night. Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness. Foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of a sad fool. A man must know the proper timing for things, Mr. Phoenix, right? Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, did. Don't say his name. Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony? In the words of Miss Von Karma, may I quote yesterday's proceedings? There's no way that actually happened. Very well, you may proceed with your cross-examination. What I witnessed. Alright, just for 10, resting in bed. So that you were resting in bed, one would thus assume that you turned the lights off in your room, correct? That's correct. But there are safety lights around the outside of the lodging house. It's so bright, sometimes it can make it hard to sleep. If that's the case, wouldn't it be a good idea to put some curtains? I never really thought of that. I guess that means I'm off to buy some curtains. Sometimes I do make myself useful in these genres. Ah! The witness will proceed with his testimony. For the thump, your room is on the 3rd floor, right? Yes. And you said that you were resting in bed. That is correct. But you were still able to hear a sound from outside? I was indeed. Resting Acro doesn't seem to give results. Maybe something was contradictory when you just said it. I'm just because I'm not sure. What's the matter, Mr. Wright? Nothing, Your Honor. I can find a clear contradiction. I should tread lightly. God, she's so cute. Anyway, are you sure it was a human being? It could have been a mannequin, or perhaps a large action figure. Well, setting aside the possibility of a mannequin, an action figure is plausible. You have no need to mince words with Mr. Phoenix, Wright. Testify to the truth and only the truth, just as if it were there with you that night. I believe it was a human. It just strengthened his testimony. But our bagger statement jives with the facts. Well, it was probably a human. What's the matter, Mr. Phoenix? Nothing, rather. The light in your room was turned off then, right? That's true. I was going to bed after all. So, with the lights off, you were able to clearly see a human fly by your window. The safety lights lit things up enough for me to see, but honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was the person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses on the front. Did you see any of the other symbols? I clearly saw the steel cat as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica. The more I press him, the less results I seem to get. Maybe there was something fishy in the latest bit of his testing. Well, I don't think anything wrong there. Seeing the symbols isn't weird. When did you start thinking that what you saw wasn't a dream? That's not important. Very important. I believe that the prosecution has done a bit of maintenance on this witness's memory. Just to make sure, let's ask the witness. Ah! Objection. Sustain. Don't sustain that. Ekro must be lying about what he saw, right? Of course he is. The challenge will be to expose his lies in court. Well, put the pedal to the metal, Nick. So sort of 10 of resting. At that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. A few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It's Max Galactica. I saw from behind, but that's who it looked like? Well, there's no way you could be sure it's Max. Even with the symbols, you only saw him from behind. There's a huge contradiction with the testimony that was just given. If there's a contradiction, then prove it with evidence. Jeez, but let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim of a contradiction? Ooh. 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 I don't know if I do. I guess the only thing is you can't prove that it's Max. That's my only concern here, is there's no way to prove that he saw Max. Not from behind. Even with the symbols, it doesn't change anything. Right? He would still need some reason. Oh, do I actually have to? I don't know, maybe the hat then? Yeah, because he would have had the hat would have been on the floor. Unless that was the wrong statement. Couldn't you have seen the exact same thing Mo saw that night? You stand by that? What do you mean? The silk hat. What about the silk hat? I saw it in Max's head as he flew by my window. Well, you should have tried looking down out of your window that night. But that would have been quite difficult considering the state I'm in. Just looking outside of the window was a tough enough challenge for me. That's a shame, because you would have noticed the silk hat found on the scene. That's the ringmaster's hat, right? Afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat. Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? There we go. Saying that Max has two silk hats? No, this is a handmade, one-of-a-kind model made only for Maximilian Galactica. Which means Acro. That you've been fibbing on the stand. Fibbing? I mean, that's technically the correct word, but that... Order! As always, looks like someone just had to open their mouth before thinking. Are you okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth and now I have to back it up. How about it, Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury in this court today? Ooh. Ooh. Is Acro the real culprit? I mean, he definitely has a grudge against Max, that's for sure. But why? Why would he have a grudge against Max, actually? He has a grudge against Regina. So yeah, it has to be that he's the real culprit. Because he doesn't have any... I don't think there's any real grudge between him and Max, right? Your Honor? On this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself. On this occasion? Accuses Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of? Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry. Oh, dang. Mr. Wright, are you serious? Deadly serious, Your Honor. Heh. I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to have learned how to try and grab an audience's heart and minds. Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book. Really? If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. It's calm enough for it to almost be scary. He is staying rather calm and collected. Mr. Dingling, do you have any response to the defense's accusations? I don't really need to say a thing, do I? What do you mean? Everyone, take a good look at me. I can't even stand up by myself, let alone leave the lodging house. That's true. I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his client. But to do this by accusing me of a murder of all things. See, even a sliver of common sense makes it clear that accusation is ludicrous. She's right. Way to pick on the disabled, you heartless, cruel man. It is a poopy head. See that, Mr. Phoenix Wright? You're trying to drum up support from the peanut gallery. That's how you do it. I think that's enough of this little game. I've got a doctor's note to confirm that Acro's unable to stand under his own power. Maybe the defense is planning on making a claim to counter this as well. In the defense now, Acro had an accomplice. What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? Acro have an accomplice? I honestly believe it. But I don't know if he did. The only other person that could have been an accomplice in this would be Regina. Would Regina really want to kill her own dad? Probably not, right? Nothing. Let's see when we get to hear the name of the mystery accomplice. Not this time, Buntarma. What? You're not gonna sucker me into this one. What are you blabbing about, Mr. Wright? There was no accomplice. Acro planned and committed this murder all by himself. Order. What are you getting at? Way to keep them on their toes, Nick. That I have to prove how it all fits together. I have to show how Acro murdered Russell Berry. Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do that? I know what I can do, or I know what I can't do. I can't stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed. Alright, let's do it. Mr. Phoenix Wright. This witness is the killer, then his eyewitness account is all lies, right? Mr. Wright, I think you had to clear something up for me. When the crime was committed, exactly where was Mr. Dingling? Why, he would have been... I guess... Doesn't necessarily have to be down at the crime scene, right? He could have just, what, dropped something. Acro's room. He was obviously here the entire time. That's Acro's room. It's simple, eh? Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. In that case, there'll only be one correct answer. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster. What? Are you nuts? What say you, Mr. Dingling? It's an interesting theory. That's it? Considering that what you propose is impossible, yes, that's it. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? As the witness has stated, the assertion is impossible. As he is in a wheelchair, there's no way he could go to the scene or be the killer. You've got a point. Seems you've forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime. It's true. Most of it he saw Max, didn't he? That's not true. No one said that they saw Max. They saw the symbols of Max. But my, it's still impossible for humans to fly. Do you mind if I ask a question, Mr. Wright? What is it? I understand some of your logic. However, I think that I killed him. If I can't leave my room, I obviously could wear Max's costume. How did he do it? That's the next course of this legal buffet. Be careful, Nick. If you mess up here... She's right, I can't mess up here. Gotta give this some serious thought. I'm sure that Acro killed the Ringmaster. I didn't believe he was in his room, no doubt about it. Time to enlighten us on how Mr. Dingling committed the crime, Mr. Wright. 50% some evidence. So what Mr. Dingling used to the crime of murder against Russell Barry. Oh, you know what? Maybe the statue, right? Because we haven't seen this like anywhere. It's very large. It's like a life-size bust of him, right? And I can't think of anything else that he would use. So, I mean, obviously he has the monkey, right? Only the monkey that just gathers a bunch of stuff. But we haven't found the bust anywhere. It's been missing since like a couple days before the murder. So. What's that, a picture? It is indeed. The problem is with the item that's shown in the picture. The bust? It's quite a large bust, and because it is life-sized, it's also very, very heavy. Heavy? Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death. Especially if it was dropped from a third-story window. See, this is how Acro was able to kill the Ringmaster. The force of gravity in Maximilian Galactica's ample bust. That actually would also explain the hat. Order, order! So you were saying the bust fell onto the Ringmaster? That's rather some crime. Even if you were stuck in a wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit. How could you possibly wheel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible. Well, Acro is an acrobat. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like that bust. Mr. Dingling, how do you respond to these charges? Well, Acro's at a loss for words. He should be. He knows what about him getting close to the truth. Well, 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 Acro. Can't run away. I'd watch what I say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? Your Honor, the physical help of the witness is material to this case. I demand that we get proper testimony from the witness himself. Testimony, you say? Well, she's just using his testimony as a ruse to stall for time. There's absolutely no need for such testimony. The defense has its version of the murder. The prosecution has the right to respond. The defense's objection is overruled. Can you see things my way for once in a while? Mr. Dingling, I'm sorry, but we need you to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony. The witness will have no problems. However, let's all be respectful towards him. Thank you. Ugh, that woman will sink at any low to win a case. Acro's physical state. I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the Ringmaster's head. This would be unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think? I have doubts in regards to the witness's testimony. It was impossible for him to lift the bust and stick himself out far enough to look. Not to mention that he could not have known the location of the Ringmaster's head. A single false step would have led to even more severe injuries. That's what I was thinking. What is your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright? I'd like to proceed with my cross-examination. He's simply stalling. It's shameful, really. Thought it'd get to me. Gotta focus. Acro's physical state. Have you ever lifted up the bust before? No, I've never actually lifted it up with my own two hands. But I should be. I should get to it, don't you think? Have that money outdo me on this. Money? Crazy monkey has lifted Max's bust before? Interesting. Please continue with the testimony, Mr. Bigley. Oh my god. So what have you been doing to keep in shape? Well, honestly, I've given up on training. I don't have any plans to return to the trapeze or the tightrope. You don't say. But, no offense, I'm not worried about losing to you in a race or anything. Neither am I, Mr. Phoenix White. I wouldn't lose either, Slowpoke. I mean, Nick. Whoa, 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 how did this discussion turn to me all of a sudden? I suppose you could say that I'm stronger than the average bear. Oh, haha. And why is that? Because if I were to do that, I'd end up falling out of the window myself. I still haven't gotten much feeling back in my legs yet. So you couldn't have thrown that bus up the window. How long do you think your recovery will take? You have to remember that my nerves were severed, or severely damaged. I'm certainly undergoing some extremely intensive rehabilitation, but it's still going to take a while before I'm back to 100%. Let me remind you of another very important point. If the witness was carrying the bust, he would not be able to see below the window. Out below the window. I'd say it would be impossible. Oh my god, I really am yawning so much again. Allow me to explain. You accept that if I was carrying the bust, I couldn't see the window. Thus, there's no way that I would know the location of the ringmaster's head. Well, I suppose you've got a point. Hey, Nick. Huh? What if you turn things around? Maybe you think of it sort of like this. If you knew the location of the ringmaster's head, then you could drop the bust. That does make sense. I could prove it somehow. Not accurate in the location of the ringmaster's head without looking down. Perhaps money. I think I've already explained things sufficiently. Oh, I don't think so. I think money might have helped you in this section. All you had to do was drop it, then it wouldn't have been a problem at all. Yeah, all I had to do was drop it. You're right, I clicked on that. However, there's no way I could have landed a direct hit on the ringmaster's head. It kind of makes your theory a bit pointless, doesn't it, Mr. Wright? That girl's strong enough to lift the boss. Think on the set to aim for the ringmaster's head. I wonder if you use some kind of tool to aim for the ringmaster. That's a ticket, Nick. Show them what you've got. Well, I have to be careful. I have to find something that fits perfectly with this case. I don't remember finding any sort of tool. Maybe we overlooked something? Impossible for to know the location? I don't think that's entirely true. Whoops, did not mean to press. Oops. If we turn things around, if he knew the location of the head, then he wouldn't have to do anything. I mean, I guess, right, he's hunched over the box. So it is possible that he didn't need to because the box was there. Right? Yeah. Girl, you didn't really need to lean out of the window, did you? What are you driving at, Mr. Wright? You already knew ahead of time where the ringmaster's head was going to be. Quite precisely, I may add. Your silly hinting at things is pointless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. No stalling, how about you show some evidence? But I did such a good job hinting. Yes, hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright. Maybe you should take a look at this. Every time I do, it makes me laugh. The key point here is the wooden box. The same wooden box that the victim was found hunched over. The same. The question is, who placed the wooden box here? Who? The betting company saw the ringmaster. They didn't see him holding the box. Which means, this wooden box was already placed at the scene of the crime. I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense. The moment that the bust came falling down was exactly the same moment that the ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. Which means that the answer to all these questions is now crystal clear. You mean, if the bus were to fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box, there would be no way that he could miss the head of the victim. No. It's true. Order. This is unbelievable. Finally, some of these loose ends are starting to tie themselves up. I just gotta keep going. There's only one way to go from here. Forward. So the next question I have is, who placed that wooden box at the scene? Mr. Diggling, of course. Oh my god. He connected to a rope and then all he had to do was lower it down. Ah! Allow me to whip some sense into you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The ringmaster's head could have been anywhere when he lifted the box. But the box was so specially made. Specially made. Indeed. It has the most peculiar feature. The weight. The box has a remarkable weight. Weight? According to the court record, it weighs 20 pounds. To lift up this wooden box would require... Oh, I see. One would have to squat down and lift up with their body, wouldn't you say? It's exactly what I was trying to point out. The box is also very large. The box also has carrying candles on either side, doesn't it? That is correct. To lift the box, you'd have to squat down. Which means, no matter who you are, your head would be approximately at the same place. Fool. Let's go. Does he even bother to listen to me anymore? I've heard what you've had to say. I must admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills. Did you do it? Did you place this wooden box in the plaza? Mr. Wright may have a vivid imagination, but I could never have done what he's proposing. What? Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of Max's bust? I do. Of course I remember. It was on top of the table in the cafeteria. Then what happened to it? I'd like you to remember one important fact, Mr. Wright. I could not possibly leave the lodging house by myself. Ah, that means... You understand what I mean, don't you? I may very well have been able to drop the bus from my room. Ugh. However, how would I have gotten the bus from the cafeteria to my room? That is a valid point. You see, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Explain that. Don't forget, you said there was no accomplice. That's exactly how the witness could have carried the bust from the cafeteria. Yep, we definitely have a problem here. But this is no place to get perplexed. I've had to get my wits about me and prove how things happened once and for all. Alright, Mr. Phoenix, that's your explanation. How did the witness get the bust from the cafeteria back to his room? With the money the monkey, of course. Oops. Monkey? Everyone knows that money. He loves shiny objects of any size. Oh, like when he stole the ventriloquist ring. So are you saying the witness had a monkey steal the bust? Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. The monkey stole it on his own, and then brought it back home. Home? Money lives in Acro's room. Acro's room? But the bust was bronze, wasn't it? Bronze isn't all that shiny. Maybe you should put the whip down sometime and read the court record. My, those are some very nice cards he's holding. Yes, and they are made of platinum, which is very shiny. Acro. Money is a strong monkey, right? It'd be easy for him to bring the bus back to your room. If he wasn't able to handle that himself, I'd be on the market for a new roommate. Order, order! I said order, Miss Von Karma! Where's the bus in question at this moment? I don't know. We're searching for it as we speak. This is a rather strange turn of events. But let's say that this monkey had not stolen the bust. What would have happened then? Well, in that event, something else would have been used as the murder weapon. Wait. Then, you mean the bus was the murder weapon purely by accident? It's possible. Maybe Ekra saw Money's mountain of stolen goods and thought to use one of them. Anyways, I think we have more than proof of one critical fact. Namely, that it was entirely possible that Ekra was the murderer. Moron. Mr. Wright's argument was so circular, I'm still a bit dizzy. However, his argument does hold water. There's no denying that. Ah! Don't seem so flamboozled, especially by this fraud of an attorney. Fraud? You've forgotten the absolute most important thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And what is that? You should know. You forgot that your fraud of a magical client was spotted at the scene of a crime. Ah. There's no reason to doubt the clown's testimony. That's true. How do you respond to that, Mr. Wright? Nick, come under me now. I won't. This is my chance to turn the trial around. When the murder occurred, there were two people at the scene of the crime. One was the victim, Russell Barry, and the other was the murderer himself. Answer this and only this, Mr. Wright. Who was the murderer the clown saw? He probably saw the bust, right? That's who the murderer would have been. It would have been the bust. It would have been suspended by, like, ropes or wires or something and then pulled back into the room. Take that! And the bust would have been wearing a cloak of some kind. He saw Max's Ah! I asked who was the other person Mo saw on the scene. That evidence has nothing to do with the question. Au contraire, mon frère. Oh, God. It's been a long time since I've done French. I don't actually know how to pronounce all of that. That's okay. Au contraire, mon frère. It does indeed have something to do with the question. Most of that he saw Max's silhouette. But he did not actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw. How is that possible? It's simple, really. What Mo actually saw that night was Max's bust. What are you talking about? Have you tried using your brain at all in this case? Somebody saw was wearing a cloak. There's no reason why you couldn't attach a cloak to the bust. It would be easy to hang one off the cards of the bust's hands. Idiot, who in their right mind would put a cloak on a bust? Doesn't matter who put on the bust. Who put it on the bust. Just wait a minute now, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? That question is of the utmost importance in this case, don't you agree? Ah, he caught me. So what's happened, Mr. Wright? Who put the cloak on the bust? Probably Acro, right? That would be my immediate assumption, would be it's Acro. Right? Because Russell was wearing the uniform, right? He stole Max's uniform and then left. Which I guess means technically he could have been wearing it. But why would he put it on? Like, why would he put that on there? That's... Ugh. That's tough, man. That's tough. But why would he drop it with the cloak, right? Wouldn't that... It would, like, fall off. So it'd have to only be on the way up. Which means Acro probably didn't put it on there. It would have had to have been Russell. I don't really know how or why, but... Who? Him? We're saying it was the victim himself, Russell Barry. That's what I'm saying. The victim himself placed the cloak on the bust? Place the cloak isn't really the right way of putting it. And what would be the right way of putting it, Mr. Wright? Explain yourself. Nick, do you really have a handle on all of this? I'm fine, Maya. I'm finally putting all the pieces together. There's really only one picture I can paint anyways. Alright. You want to know what really happened that night? Let's step back in time. After he used a rope to lower the wooden box onto the scene. Then, he attached that rope to the bust. He dangled the bust out of his bedroom window, directly above the wooden box. At the same time, the ringmaster told Max to wait in his room, and went to the scene. Of course, at the time, the ringmaster was wearing Max's costume. Perhaps he didn't want anyone recognizing him that night. But just as he feared, he was spotted at the entrance of the lodging house. None other than the ventriloquist and his puppet, Ben and Trilo. When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over to lift the wooden box. And that's when Acker took his chance and released the rope. Now, this is when the magic happens. The very instant that the bust had hit the victim. Ooh. You wait just a second there, Mr. Phoenix Wright. As much as you try, as much as you scheme, this just isn't true. It can't be. It's still a little early to be getting so upset, Miss Von Karma. This circus isn't over yet. What? So somehow it magically gets on top of the bust. The impact of the bust on the victim threw the cloak up, which snagged onto the bust. That impact also caused the sound a certain witness heard, prompting him to take a look. That witness was, of course, Lawrence Moe Curls, the clown. When Moe looked out his window, the cloak had already snagged onto the bust. Now, having completed the crime, Acker naturally went about pulling up the murder weapon. Of course, he had no idea that Moe saw the bust being raised with the cloak dangling on it. Primarily because, in his wheelchair, he couldn't see out of his window. So he just kept pulling the bust up. That does make sense. I kind of assumed there'd be some kind of wire system going on. That's how the magical murder disappearing, or the magical murderer disappearing into the sky came to be. So you see, the only person who could have pulled this off is the one person who's able to drop the murder weapon from above the crime scene. Afro. It could have only been you. Dang, he's so calm. Acker's been playing mind games with all of us. He sure has. He has to come to the end of his rope now. So, what now? Grace us with a rather long-winded tale. Do you have any evidence to prove that your fairy tale is true? Evidence? In this court, only two things matter. The power of evidence and the power of my whip. Don't forget the power of my gavel as well. Mr. Wright, the prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence? Nick, they say they want evidence. I just explained how there can only be one possible murder method. There's something usual about Moe's eyewitness account. Unusual? Contradiction, actually. Okay, then. Use that and get us out of this jam. Let's end up talking amongst yourselves. Proceed, Mr. Wright. Send some evidence to the court that backs your claims. I want hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to this magic case. The hat. Right? Because the hat fell into the ground, but everyone claims they saw the hat rising. Which they would have seen the bust. The problem is Max's three symbols. You know, the silk hat, the cloak, and the white roses. Those symbols were a problem numerous times during yesterday's proceedings. Yesterday, there were two contradictions in Moe's testimony. The silk hat was one, the white roses were the other. But the theory I just presented explains all of these contradictions. Ooh, you better shut up! Max's silk hat was found at the scene of the crime. However, remember what Moe said yesterday? He testified that the criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing a silk hat. There's only one explanation for that. The silk hat that Moe saw was actually the bust's. Makes sense. If you look at it that way, then he did see the silk hat. Well, sort of. Fine, you got one, but what about the other contradiction? The other contradiction? Remember what the ventriloquist said in court? He said that he witnessed white roses on Max's chest that night. The clown's testimony doesn't match. Clown said that there were no white roses. I'd like to see you try and explain that one away. Can you do it, Nick? Of course, I can explain all of it. What was that? Please, recall the instant when the cloak snagged onto the bust? If the cloak side into the bust, what happened to the white roses? They would have wrapped around on the inside. Do you get it yet? The cloak got stuck into the front of the bust. It means that the white roses would end up in the back of the bust. Ah. Which explains why Mo didn't see them. The white roses were not visible because they were on the back side of the bust. Order! Order! This is quite the shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory still sounds a bit absurd to me. However, let's just keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads. Let's do this, Nick. And maybe Von Karma will finally throw in the towel. I doubt that'll happen. I'll be honest, I don't think Von Karma will ever throw in the towel. Yeah, so much for that theory. Mr. Wright, do you mind? What is it? You took the time to research our circus, didn't you? Well, yes, I did. Is there something making you think that I didn't? If you did, then maybe you'll understand why I think you're off track. Why is that? Motive. This witness feels an incredible debt of gratitude towards the ringmaster. Anyone with a relation to the circus is well aware of this. Thus, there's absolutely no way someone like this would kill the ringmaster. Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Acro's story. What about his relationship with the ringmaster? In his life up until now. What do we do? There's no doubting that Acro's deeply respected the ringmaster. Acro's motive. It seems that this case isn't over yet. Very well, however, I feel this is a good place to take a break. We'll do the rest of Mr. Dingley's testimony after recess. This court will now take a 10-minute recess. Oh boy. To be continued. Right now. I think I'm going. I got stuck. Got a little stuck. I'm gonna put on my epic gamer goggles. My eyes are starting to hurt. Alright. Cool. Alright. Go ahead and get that saved up. Get the trial 2. Well, part 2 of the trial. December 30th, 2:17 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. Oh, I can't believe it, Acro. It's pretty shocking, isn't it? It definitely is, and I think he was always the most straightforward of the group. Jesus, am I that hated? Yeah, him. Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose. He did? Oh, but I'm nothing but a little old nobody, you know? But you're not, which is kind of the reason why. Hey, pal. You gonna ignore me after all the trouble bringing you some evidence? Ah, Detective Gumshoe. Forget it. I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyways. No, Detective. I'm sorry. Look, why didn't you relax a little? You got some really tasty milk. What about a card trick, Detective? Oh, well, if you... Now, about that evidence you mentioned. What is it? Here you go. Huh? This was... yesterday in Acro's room. Yep, and I've included the forensic results. Take a look at it later. Wouldn't Miss Von Karma be mad that you're doing this? That's why that's why this is all secret. Huh? Look, details are on a need-to-know basis. We're not really allies or anything. Everything that's happened in court up until now has gone according to our plan. I don't know. Miss Von Karma didn't seem to be in control of things in there just now. You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were set into motion. Final plans? Uh-huh. That reminds me. I got a message from the prosecutor for you. Nothing is ever truly decided until the very end. That's it. And that's it for me too, pal. I'm out of here. What do you mean by that? The very end part? I'm not sure. It was all pretty cryptic to me. Oh, one more thing. Ah, don't scare me like that. Yeah, it looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant. What? For me? It's milk. The reception area looks like some kind of dairy? So, hurry up and drink it all before it spoils. An entire dairy's worth of milk. For me? Why is everyone giving him milk? I'm so confused. Alright. Good to stay back in session. It's fun, Karma. Please continue from where you left off. I'd like to continue with Acro's testimony, starting with his relation to the victim. I'd also like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motive Acro would have to commit this crime. Understood. Now, Mr. Ding Ding. Yes, Your Honor? Please proceed with your testimony. Finally, we get to the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay? Just do me a favor, don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. Well... About the Ringmaster. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the Ringmaster of Very Big Circus Russell Berry took us in. I became an acrobat around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the Ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life. You're such a thoughtful young man. As you've heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone could think of that Acro would kill the man he held in such esteem. You are absolutely right. How could anyone think that, Mr. Wright? Because why, there's no real need for a cross-examination, is there? Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. Why would Acro kill the Ringmaster? It should be the last chance to answer the question. Of course I'll cross-examine. The defense has the right to cross-examine the witness. You're so tactless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You don't care about justice, do you? You just want to fabricate a motive. Very well, Mr. Wright. Cross-examine the witness. About the Ringmaster. We? Ugh. Yes, my brother Sean and I. What? You have a brother? How old were you when this happened, Acro? I was 8 years old and my brother was 4. Your parents were very cruel, weren't they? Nowadays, we aren't bitter about what happened to us, because it allowed us to meet the wonderful people at the Very Big Circus. Nick, the judge is getting misty-eyed. He's got a soft spot for sob stories, it looks like. Ah! No crying in court, let's keep going. Yes, the witness may proceed with his testimony. How would you describe your relation to the Ringmaster? He was like an uncle, a father, and a big brother, all rolled up in one. The Ringmaster was my brother. The Ringmaster and my brother were the only family I had. What about the other people at the circus? This was over 15 years ago. Back then, there were very few customers coming in. So no one really had the time to look after us. They were worried about other things. But the Ringmaster, he would always come see us with a laugh and a smile. What a beautiful story. That's why I was always thinking of what I could do to help. I wanted to thank him. Nick, isn't Acro such a wonderful person? I know. He's like a nice guy. What makes this so difficult? How long have you been a performer? You started off as an acrobat at that early of an age? I begged the Ringmaster until he finally agreed to let me do it. Ever since then, I've been in incredible physical shape. It's also when I decided to form a group with my brother. Called ourselves the Flying Dingling Berries. Stop. It's only a household name. I've even heard of them in Germany. Liar. The point is that I wanted to be of some use to the circus. You're a truly remarkable young man. Looking at Acro, almost like a proud father. Oh my god! You're having trouble with the Ringmaster? Ah! How could you ask such a thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright? You have some sort of fundamental misunderstanding of the witness's testimony, or the heartfelt emotions contained within. You better think about this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You better think hard. Ah! Ow! No matter how you look at it, there's no way I could see the witness ever taking the victim's life. Exactly. I've been waiting for you to say that, Your Honor. Nick, I hate to say it, but I agree with them. I'm trying to chase down the truth, but I ended up just looking like a jerk. I think that will be enough for now. Pondering whether or not this man would kill the Ringmaster leads me to believe that. It is pretty unlikely. Exactly right, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, I'd like to ask you a question. Go ahead, Your Honor. I would just like to know, can you provide an explanation as to why Acro would want the Ringmaster dead? Ooh. Yes. Now that I've come this far, there's no way I can answer no, I can't. Oh, this is gonna be good. Very well then, please enlighten the court. Let's see some evidence that proves Acro's motive for killing the Ringmaster. But note. Let me just go over this one more time. Is this why Acro killed the Ringmaster? That is correct. I think the defense would mind confirming something for me. What exactly are we supposed to learn from this piece of evidence? What are you supposed to learn? It's like you just won the award for biggest failure in court. That's biggest failure in court, that stings. In recognition of your honor, let me bestow upon you my special prize. Now what will you do, Mr. Wright? I prefer you hurry up and prove something. Maybe not the letter, but something else. Perhaps Regina's profile itself, then? This time I did that in my mind. So, target practice for theories? In the court, let's see some evidence. If you wanted to get back at Regina? And the note proves that? I guess I just did this, backwards. Let me just go over this one more time. This is why I can cut the Ringmaster. That is correct. Dang it. I'm really overthinking about this one. I guess got nothing. Yeah? Yeah, I don't even have to think about it. It was obvious from the start. Your Honor, I know that Acro killed the Ringmaster is something that can't be proven. What? That's because Acro had no reason to kill the Ringmaster at all. Ah! Your foolish attempts to fool us like foolish fools is so foolhardily foolish. God, does fool a lot, huh? Did you forget you made an accusation against this witness, did you not? I believe it was, this is the real killer of Rustleberry Ringmaster? If you want to jump to the end of things, then yes, that sounds about right. The end of things? Acro. You didn't plan to kill the Ringmaster at all, did you? The Ringmaster wasn't your target that night. What did you say? I'm saying that the target of the witness's murder plot was not the Ringmaster. Because it was never the intention to kill Rustleberry to begin with. What? Alright, I had the right idea, wrong ordering. Order. Like, wrong, well, like, the right kind of idea, but not quite it. Wait, he wanted to kill Regina. Fail it. I don't care who it is, smack anyone who's loud in the face. Twice if you must. Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to my court? Mr. Phoenix Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to his court? You have told me to imply that Acro was trying to kill someone else? Regina? Regina Berry? This young girl was the Ringmaster's daughter, correct? Acro, you were really aiming for her that night, weren't you?
Objection!
You don't need to answer that. It's a mean-spirited leading question. You could easily answer this question. If I'm wrong, let's just say that you're wrong, that's it. That's it, huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Enough, Mr. Phoenix Wright, allow me to! Ah! The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself. Oh? And that goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Show me evidence, now! I want to know why Acro would want to kill Regina Berry. Yes, me too. I demand to see some proof. There's evidence that proves Acro was trying to kill this girl. The note. Acro, you remember this, don't you? It's a piece of paper that we found inside the Ringmaster's tailcoat. Inside the victim's tailcoat? Acro wrote this note. It's ironically entitled, To the Murderer. Its purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m. So you're saying that he called Rustleberry with that note? Yes, but there's just one little problem. Problem? Acro did indeed place this note into someone's pocket. However, that someone was not the ringmaster. You mean it wasn't for the... That's exactly what I mean. The person this note was intended for was none other than Regina Berry! Oh, oh my god! Order, order, order! Mr. Wright, this little theory of yours... It's the truth, Your Honor. It isn't a theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her. Which is why, morning of the crime, she missed on the cafeteria bulletin board. That's when her father, the ringmaster, saw the note. That's correct. The ringmaster ended up in the plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake, instead of Regina. That's incredible. Remember the testimony that Echo gave us earlier today? I think the bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. If I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself. Akro had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza, because he couldn't look down out of the window to see who it actually was. I've got it! Akro thought it was Regina down in the plaza. And that's when he let the bust fly. Hey, Nick? Is Regina listening to all of this from the audience? She is. Unfortunately, it's only going to get harsher from here. No, Regina can't handle it. Oh my god. Akbar wrote this note to Regina. Foolishly foolish fool with the foolishly foolish fool ideas of foolish tomfoolery. What, you're so foolish you even made me sound like a foolhardy fool. Very well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, if you're so sure, then tell us about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Yes? What about that one? Well, if the note was meant for Regina Berry, it would mean that this note is declaring that Regina Berry is a murderer. You just don't get it, do you? What did you just say? The ringmaster knew what the note meant, which is why he went to the plaza, in place of his lovely daughter. Ooh. Hold it right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident that is alluded to in this note? The incident 6 months ago? I know all about it. The incident occurred 6 months ago, and now I am more than ready to show this court what happened at that time. Moron. Wait, are you sure that it relates to the present case? It does indeed, Your Honor. Everything in this case has to start, or has its start in what happened 6 months ago. Really, Nick? Yeah, I think so. Well then, if that's the case, hurry up and tell us about it. What's this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? I know, I'd certainly like to know what it is. If I can't answer that question, the judge is going to think I'm bluffing. The conclusive evidence about 6 months ago is actually... I'm sure I can present the whole slew of things here. But he still wants the conclusive evidence, so it's probably that scarf. What? This is it? Well, I kinda figured that I'd try to get rid of evidence I didn't need anymore. So from now on, you can do those sorts of things at home on your own time. Whoops. Conclusive evidence, Mr. Wright? Because no matter what, I can't mess up again. Okay. Oh, I can't save right now. I can't save right now! I guess maybe instead of the scarf and bat himself? What? This is it? Well, I couldn't figure that trying to get... That's enough. Whoops! Oh boy, we're gonna have to... Oh boy. Oh, you know what's probably what's in the box. Because why else would the box be there? Oh, we're all the way back here. Oh god, alright. Skipping through dialogue. Alright, now we have the claw. I think I got a little ahead of myself. Again. Let's try the pepper bottle. Since I was inside the box, and that would make sense, because he lowered the box down. Okay. Alright, alright. Blah, blah, blah. Oh. About the ringmaster. Yep. Oh man, of course I'll cross-examine. Okay. B. The ringmaster brought us in. I became an acrobat. Repay the ringmaster. Ah! Stop whipping me! Oh, take a bow, queen. That'll be enough. I can't provide one because you can't prove it. Ow. It's not the... It wasn't the ringmaster he was trying to kill. He was instead trying to kill Regina. No. He was. I can prove it! Shut up, Judge. Give me evidence. I want to know. How did he do it? There's an evidence that he wanted to kill her. There was a note that said he has evidence. Acro, you wrote this? One little problem. It wasn't in. He didn't put it in the ringmaster. He put it in Regina's pocket. Order. That's correct. He wanted to kill Regina, but the ringmaster came out to protect her, or something. Yep. That's not real harsh. Foolish fool. Conclusive evidence. He went in place of his daughter. Hold it. I know all about it. I know what happened. Alright, we're almost there. We're almost back. Really? Wow. Conclusive evidence. I need to know. What was it? Alright, here we are. It was probably the pepper then, right? Since it was inside the box? Achoo, 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 achoo. What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It isn't a joke at all. It's the decisive evidence you asked for. What do you mean? Recall that the victim was trying to take the wooden box away with him? He was doing so because this piece of decisive evidence is what was inside. Another unbelievable conclusion. Very most right. So what exactly are you saying? Are you claiming Regina Berry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper? Taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you can draw. Foolish fool who never tires of his own foolish ways. You're so sure, Mr. Phoenix, then answer this question. Who was Regina Berry's intended victim? Why, it was... That! Who is this? That is Acro's younger brother. What does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead. Technically, that's true. However, Ben has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Acro could feel that his brother is dead. Regina, she did that to him? Do you spend your entire life dreaming up new ways to be a fool? Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Acro's brother, Sean Dingling. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion and fell into his current comatose state. A lion? Regina, I mean Miss Regina Berry, is an animal tamer by trade. However, no tamed animal in that position has ever trained to attack another human. You won't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina could never do something like that. It's just not in her. You don't know that. Well, what happened to Akro's brother? He's not the victim of an attempted murder, he's the victim of an accident. I see. Now what do we do? No one seems to be going along with your theory. Do you think what happened to Bat was actually an accident? Oh no, there's nothing more to it. I read what the plot said. There's pepper on it. The lion-biting Bat was no accident at all. What? You're such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix Wright. There's no way that Regina would ever incite her lion to attack another human being. She may not have incited the lion to attack another human being. But Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Akro's brother Bat. The scarf. That's just a scarf. Akro. This scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct? That's right. And who was the one that gave the scarf to Bat? Regina. Regina gave it to him. Regina? There's something more than just blood on this scarf, Your Honor. And what might that be? Pepper. 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 Regina gave this scarf to Bat right before the accident, and she covered it with as much pepper as she could. Hey, what's with the silent treatment? Excuse me, Mr. Wright? You did a good job of figuring out fingering out? But, oh my god. Ooh, you've done a good job of fingering a criminal. Phrasing. But out of curiosity, what was her crime? Miss Berry gave a pepper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. Where's the crime in that? It seems like the judge just doesn't get it. Mr. Phoenix Wright. Wasn't it so that the lion seemed to be smiling? Smiling? The lion was smiling? Right before Bat was bit by the lion. For a moment, the lion's mouth changed and it looked like he was smiling. Lions smile? I've never heard of them smiling, however. Lions sneeze. Whoa. Well, Leon wasn't trying to bite Bat at all. In reality, all he actually did was sneeze. He sneezed because of all the pepper on the scarf. What? You fool! Dang. You've got to be kidding me. What's the matter, Miss Von Karma? I object for objection's sake. Mr. Phoenix, right, this theory, you believe it? You really intend to say that this is how this joke of an accident actually happened? Of course I do. It's the truth. The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Akro nearly lost his brother due to this accident. Or this joke, as you put it. Which is why he tried to get his revenge against Regina. You foolish idiot. Huh. It almost does seem like a terrible joke. Doesn't it? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright. I think that there's someone who treats this accident with the respect it deserves. Are you telling me that what I said was true? Akro? You don't mean... You can't mean witness. Are you confirming the defense's claim? Mr. Wright, unfortunately, your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder. What do you mean by that? The pepper, the scarf, the lion? I see where you're going, but it's a bit hard to swallow. I mentioned the fact that there is an even bigger problem with your theory. What would that problem be? The same problem that's always been. Evidence. If I drop Max's bust on top of the ringmaster... Where's the evidence that proves that claim? Do you mean the conclusive evidence? The biggest problem is the murder weapon, or lack thereof to be more precise. The murder weapon? The bust that the defense claims was used. If that was to be found in Akro's room, and if it was covered in the victim's blood, that would be awfully conclusive in my eyes. Yes, it would be. That's true, we haven't found the bust. The bust? Gotta do something. It's the last step. If I get this one right, case is won. They request to search for Acro's room, right? The defense requests to search the room of the witness, Ken Dingley. What is it now? Looks like you still haven't figured things out, have you? But now you must know the meaning of von Karma total justice. What do you mean? Von Karma never leaves anything to chance. We already searched Acro's room yesterday. What did you find? There's no reason to even say it. If we found what you think we found in that room, Acro would not be here as a witness. But to put a point on it, Max's bus was not in that room. The murder weapon is still unaccounted for. You see, Mr. Wright, the bus wasn't in my room. Furthermore, Detective Dick Gumshoe executed the search by complete surprise. And so we took Acro directly to the prosecutor's office after that. End of story. Just wait a second. It's funny how it rolls. Ugh. It looks like we lack the final nail to put into my coffin. But, what about the scarf? What about the note? What about them, Mr. Wright? No offense, but the evidence that is relevant here is that which pertains to the death of the ringmaster. You should know that by now. Ah. He's only Nick, don't let the case slip away. Bus, where is it now? Where is the bus right now? You're Phoenix Wright, you know where the bus is, I'm sure you do. It's given a single clue. How am I supposed to know where the bus is? It seems this case is coming close. The defense's counter-argument looks to have fallen short. Thank you for your support. I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wright. I think that brings to an end the cross-examination of this witness. Hold it! Where is Max's bust? The defense needs time to prepare to present its case. I'm a bit nervous. I just bit my tongue. Huh? What? We need time to do what? Oh! Why are you the most surprised person here? She's your aide, isn't she? Do you really have a case to present, Mr. Wright? What? Are you asking me? That's up to you, Nick. Good luck. Hey, wait. You can't be serious. Acrobats always have their lives on the line, don't they? That's how Acro's lived up his life up until now. Now it's time for us to walk across our own tightrope. If we don't, we're certain to lose. Very well, the defense may proceed. He doesn't have a clue. I don't think he'll be finding one anytime soon. Walking the tightrope of logic, there's no room for a false step. Sink or swim. Way through is forward. The murder weapon? Where's Max's bus now? Ooh. I don't think it's somewhere in the big top. And I don't know if it's in the lodging house. Honestly, I know it's ridiculous. I'm gonna save the game before I hit it. I kinda just want to see where this goes, though. It's obvious. The bus is inside this very courtroom. Dude, it's obviously where? Allow me to pinpoint the location of the bus once and for all. The witness stand? Acro? I'm sorry to ask this, but do you mind if I take the blanket off of your wheelchair? I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear you, Mr. Wright. Well, you are a big guy, and you have a pretty big wheelchair because of it. I just wanted to make sure you weren't hiding anything under that blanket. Because it seems to me that it'd be really easy to hide a bust under there. Once again, your penchant for humor hits me where it hurts, Mr. Wright. I think it's pretty amazing that you can laugh in your position. However, Lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that the bus is under there. We all know that you can't leave the lodging house by yourself with your condition. That proves inconvenient when Miss Von Karma happened to search your room yesterday. If she had found the murder weapon in your room, it would have been all over. Which is why you had to hide it, in the only place you could hide it. Under your wheelchair. Which is why, Acro, I have to ask you again. Please remove the blanket from your lap. Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played. What? You fool! How could you? And she's angry. You've got me. I've been backed by a real pro. Actually, two of them. Two of them? Miss Francisca Von Karma and Mr. Phoenix, right? What? There's just one thing I'd like to know. How did you know to launch a surprise search on my room last night? There were two pieces of decisive evidence. The cloak and the bust. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away in the trash. Regina always took my trash out every morning, you know. But the bust? Well, obviously I couldn't throw that away. If you executed your search, all I could do was try to hit the bust. The only place that I could hide it quickly was under this wheelchair. Miss Von Karma, your things all figured out, didn't you? I was completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. Now to be caught in the middle of a court hiding the murder weapon. There's no way I can escape that. So you've got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Well done, Miss Von Karma. It all makes sense now. I can't believe that Von Karma thought that far ahead. It's amazing. You definitely couldn't tell by looking at her. I know I sure couldn't. Or I know I sure couldn't. Can't believe it. Me? Make a mistake? Why did I order a surprise search of your room? I hadn't done that. It seems we finally arrived at the truth. Acro? Yes, Your Honor? Did you kill the ringmaster of the Very Big Circus, Mr. Russellberry? Yes, Your Honor. I'm responsible for that crime. Acro? All my brother wanted. It's Regina didn't like him. That's why he'd tease her. One day my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. She started sneezing so hard, you couldn't help yourself from laughing. That's why Regina thought it'd be funny to get him back in the same way. That's why she covered the scarf with pepper. I know she didn't mean for anything bad to happen, I know this. She just wanted to make my brother sneeze a few times too. But I just couldn't forgive her no matter what. I'm truly guilty of? I'm guilty of never ever being able to understand her. My brother became a star. Regina believes in that so purely. But she would laugh innocently when saying it too innocently. I just couldn't stand it, no matter how hard I tried. That's when you decided to do something about Regina. How dreadful. So you're saying that you are a victim in all of this as well? No, that's not what I mean. Well, poor man. I'm nothing but a murderer. That's who I am. At first I thought I'd kill myself, and I contemplated giving myself up, but I couldn't just up and leave. I couldn't. Not yet. That's why I tried to pin this on Max. Max, I'm so sorry. I just couldn't up and leave yet. This has been such a strange case. It's almost a reflection of the circus itself. I'm an idiot. I can't believe it. You beat me again. I believe this case is now beyond any point of possible discussion. Thus, I'd like to declare my verdict. Not guilty. Let's go! We did it. This court is adjourned. How did we do that? Oh. I have no idea why I'm yawning so much. I really don't. December 30th, 4:27 p.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 5. Hey. Fabulous! But to be honest, I can't really be too happy about this. Acro, the ringmaster Regina, and that? Not a single one of them was a bad person inside, huh? That's a good question. Well, I don't know the answer to. Well, many congrats, but only at max 1,000,000 of them. Thank you. What's with the vibe in this room? We're just thinking about acting. No. You worry about people too much. It'll be like this forever, and never be happy. Huh? What? She's been like this for a while now. Oh god. It's all my fault! Sweetie pie. Bad enough, Ralph. They're never coming back. No, not everyone's going to split up. Gina? Mr. Wright, tell me something. What do you want to know, Gina? Acro said something right at the end. I just couldn't up and move yet. Does that mean that Acro is trying to get his revenge on me? I don't think so. He's not gonna do that to you, Regina. Are you sure? Really sure? I can believe that. Yeah, Acro doesn't have a desire for revenge anymore. If that's true, then I want to see some evidence. Huh? I don't know, you're not just making up that stuff about Acro not wanting revenge. Well, what about this? There's something to worry? You're lying to me! You're telling me the truth. No one ever tells me what's going on. Let's get a mistake with that one. Poor Gina. Hey, Max. What is it, Mo? We really put you through a lot, didn't we, buddy? I'm sorry about what happened. So whenever you'd like to leave us, I'll pay your fee and rip up the contract. I understand. What a fabulous thing to do for me. I might even leave tomorrow. What happened to the circus now? No, that's the big question. Ringmaster was an amazing person, wasn't he? Even though he's not here anymore, everyone is sticking together. The staff, the performers, no one wants to leave the circus. That's why I've made a decision. And what is it? I've decided that I will take over as the new ringmaster. I'll turn the circus into the best circus this world has ever seen! The best circus the world has ever seen? Don't laugh. That's quite the goal. Yeah, I can't wait. Then I guess that changes things. Huh? There's only one thing the best circus in the world has ever seen needs. What? Has ever seen... Okay. The world's best illusion. Which means this circus needs the best magician the world has ever seen! Let's work together and make our circus super fabulous, what do you say, big guy? I don't know what to say. All I can say is thank you. Regina, you're gonna help him out too, aren't you? I don't know. The circus would be better off without me. What are you talking about, Regina? Why do you think that I brought you to the court today? We've got to work together to make the very big circus bigger than it's ever been. Mo? Mo's right, sweetie pie. It can't be the very big circus without Regina Berry. Max? Nick? Seems like everything is going to turn out alright here. I can't wait to go see the best circus the world has ever seen. It will save you the most fabulous seats. Yeah, it'll take us a while to get ready, but I'm going to order special whoopee cushion seats. Mo. No. I see. You made the case. Yesterday's surprise raid. It really paid off, just like you said it would, sir. You don't figure that, didn't you? It was just a theory. If Acro really was the killer, I thought this was the only way it could end. Especially if he was the defense attorney. Oh? Hey, you mean Mr. Wright? Of course. Detective, my plans about to leave. As for Mr. Acro's case, you need not worry. I plan to personally stop by the Chief Prosecutor's office as soon as I get back. Understood, sir. I'll be waiting for you, Mr. Edgeworth. He's alive. Right. No karma's in the news. Episode 3, turn up a big talk. The end. The big reveal. He lives! Farewell, my turnabout. I have no idea what I'm looking at in the background. Oh, man. There you go. He's back. He's alive. Came back right at the moment he comes back in. Huh. Talk about timing. Alright. Now seems like a great time for me to take a quick moment and to be right back. Namely, so I can refill my water and whatnot. So I will be back in a few moments. I can't believe it. He's back. I say, knowing entirely that he was going to be back. Because I knew that that was the thing that happens in this game. I already knew about that wonderful twist. In fairness, he is on the cover of the game, so... But I knew he came back. Still, it's nice to see that the main character, our husband, is alive. Let's go ahead and get right back in. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for! Who will be this year's Grand Prix champion? Who will be our hero of heroes? What? Who will be last year's runner-up, Jammin' Ninja? It'll be Captain Saipon, all the way from the lovely tropical island of Saipon land. Students, Starry School, Raring World. The global hero, Onyan Kopan. I hope Lady Luck is with all our heroes tonight. And now, the winner of the 3rd annual Hero of Heroes Grand Prix is me! Who? Bro, you can't just cut the moon in half. Whoa! The true hero of the night has appeared right before our eyes! Well, here's superheroes. So this year's Grand Prix goes to the Fantastic Warrior. This Fantastic Warrior. That's still Samurai. But Nickel Samurai? Too bad, Jammin' Ninja. Looks like the title eluded you again this year. What is going on? What just happened? I'm so confused. March 20th, 7:42 p.m. Gatewater Hotel, Walla Hall. Or Viola Hall? Oh right, yes. Did you hear that, Nick? The Nickel Samurai, he did it. Yeah, he sure did. I'm getting too old for this. Powers is back with a power. So bad of the guy for doing this series justice. So the person I was cheering for, I guess he got the prize? Yep. You know who we're talking about, right, Pearly? The Nickel Samurai? No? Every Sunday I only watch the educational channels, Kids Masterpiece Theater. Okay, that's it. From now on, it's the Nickel Samurai, all the kids watch it. Do you like the Nickel Samurai too, Mr. Nick? Nah, Nick's an old fart, so he's not allowed to watch it anymore. That's right, but I do like Kids Masterpiece Theater. Hey, I didn't know you were still young, or you so young at heart there. Mr. Nick, you're probably not allowed to watch it anymore. You're supposed to act your age and have interests that match. It's very important. Aw, give it a rest, Pearly. It looks like I made the right choice in inviting everyone here. Glad you're all having a good time. Ah, it's like a dream. Too bad for the Jammin' Ninja, though. I see he lost at the Pink Princess for your little old Tokyo. Thought this might be his year. Yeah. Oh, hey, did anyone else think that the Jammin' Ninja looked a bit different today? Different? What do you mean? Well, wasn't carrying his bright red guitar. Hey, you're right. Sure did walk about without his signature guitar. I'll never understand these people with their shows. Anyway, Mr. Powers, thank you very much for the night. Oh, it was nothing. I owe you one, so it's just my way of saying thanks. Hey, Nick. Come on, it's time to get going to the lobby. It's a post-ceremony stage show that's supposed to start real soon. And then I heard there's going to be a press conference after that. Press conference? You're gonna make a speech about winning this year's prize? Well, not exactly. Something about the Nickel Samurai confessing something. Confessing? Sounds pretty serious. Nick, come on. You don't want to be the last ones there, do you? Yeah, I mean, Nick, do you? Why me? The show doesn't even start for another 20 minutes. We're not both hours. Thank you so much for inviting us today. Nothing, really. Guys like us don't get to come to this place very often. So I thought oh man. Guys like us don't get to come to a place like this often, so I thought I'd invite you all. Hey, Mr. Powers, what have you been up to lately? Well, since the Pink Princess successfully wrapped up last month, I've been on a kids' exercise show, while wearing a rabbit mask over my face. Oh, I see. I'm still really sorry about all the headache I caused you that time, Mr. Wright. Well, what's done is done, so let's forget about it. This is Will Powers. He's an action star. His popularity exploded when he was the Steel Samurai. And he was the first case Maya worked on with me. Is that true? Oh yeah, I guess technically, yeah. The first time Maya was with us, because Maya was the, like, the defendant of the first actual case of Game 1, so that makes sense. Hey, it's too bad you look scarier. People know you're a real softie who's good with kids. I mean, I said it in Game 1, and I'll say it again here. For the time this came out, it definitely looks a little weird. But for like today, that's just what like every action hero looks like right now. Like all of the Marvel people. He's literally got oh god, what's his name? Hugh Jackman. He literally just looks like Hugh Jackman, but like way wider. Thanks. Look at that, it's literally Wolverine. I can't believe they're going to make a movie based on the Nickel Samurai. Why wouldn't they? There's like 5 Power Rangers movies. And I want to make it clear that when I say 5 Power Rangers movies, I mean like the first season of Power Rangers. There's probably a whole bunch more of like other Sentai kind of shows. I'm sure they all get a whole bunch of them out there all the time, because those things sell like crazy, dude. Sentai shows are ridiculously massive in Japan. People love their Sentais. Like the Power Rangers, and Kamen Rider. And take your pick of one of the like 30,000 other ones that exist that no one really talks about. Because it's really just those two that are the big ones. Don't mind me, I'm just doing something really quickly. Fix something with my water bottle. Alright, that's about as good as I think it'll be for right now. Alright. Well, Mr. Will Powers. Dang! Does that mean we have to defend Will Powers against Edgeworth again? Because that would be a wonderful throwback. That was... I still stand by the fact that that is the best case in Ace Attorney 1. No other case can come up to that one. Like, that really is just the best case in Attorney 1. Alright. I can't leave it either, but for a different reason. The Steel Samurai, an epic story of one hero in a desperate fight against his arch nemesis, the evil magistrate, in the city of Neo, Tokyo. And last year, they started a new series, the Nickel Samurai. The new series seems to be a hit with the kids, too. I'm really attached to the Steel Samurai as a show. I was hoping that maybe I'd get a chance to do something in this new one. Yeah, it's too bad. It would have been awesome to see you with the new actor, Matt on guard. Matt on guard. Huh. He's super popular right now. Mr. On guard? Looks like we're supposed to know who he is. This year is going to be the Nickel Samurai versus the Jammin' Ninja at the box office. Jammin' Ninja? Who's that again? So who's this Jammin' Ninja again? He's a hero, duh. Symbol is bright red guitar he's always carrying. What is he, Dante? Ninja who's always carrying around a bright red guitar? How does that even work? Oh my god, look at this dude. Oh, of course it's a acoustic. You know, this guy sucks. This guy's terrible. Where's my electric guitar? I want him rocking out. I want the rock ninja instead of the jammin' ninja. What is this guy? Just like he shows up to campfires where there's campers. He's like, hey guys, what's up? I'm the jamming ninja. I'm here to play Wonderwall. With a scarf around his neck and a guitar in hand, he rises to stardom in an ancient time. That doesn't even make sense. I mean, it kind of does, I guess. Man, it's just ridiculous. Like I say, as if the concept of any of these shows isn't ridiculous. These fake, not real senpai shows. A ninja becomes a star? Oh, I get it, like a ninja star. Yeah, a ninja becomes a star. You know, like a ninja star. That thing that they use? Like, all the time? Look, it makes a lot of sense when you watch the show, okay? There's a strong rivalry between the two of them. Global Studios, Nickel Samurai, and Worldwide Studios, Jammin' Ninja. They even aired at the same time. You know what I heard? I heard those two don't get along at all. The Nickel Samurai on guard? Or the Nickel Samurai's on guard and the guy who plays the Jammin' Ninja, I mean? Nickel Samurai speaks French? Oh, you mean Matt on guard, the actor? I guess even the world of heroes isn't a sparkling, happy place. Yeah. Well, I mean, this right here, this is the reason I'm here. I'm here for Will Powers. Wow, what's with this place? Looks like I've stumbled into Oz or something. Way in the back, there's a sign for the bathroom. Maybe I should visit it while I can before the show starts. There's a piece of paper taped to the door that says Juan Corrida's room? Juan Corrida? His name just sounds like a Stars thing. Unless it's supposed to be co-writer. In which case, understandable. I've heard it before, but I don't know anything about him at all. Compared to the flowers on the other side of the hall, these are much more gorgeous. Let's see. Record companies, fan clubs, company workers, family. Apparently this flowers home would be hard, I'd think. Family probably doesn't, is the thing. I can understand flowers in front of the dressing rooms. But what are stuffed bears doing here? Could it be that there's an action star with a soft spot for teddy bears? Nah, can't be. To Mr. On Guard from the Global Studio staff. It'd be nice if lawyers got flowers too. Something like, to Mr. Right from all your grateful clients. Listen here, Mr. Right. There's a piece of paper taped at the door that says Matt on Guard's room. Matt on Guard, I've heard that name before. Oh yeah, Maya's always yammering about him like the obsessed fan she is. Honestly, Maya would be an obsessed fan. It is. That's why it's in each room in this hotel. But since all sorts of events are held here, there are bathrooms for people who aren't staying here to use as well. Or for people like me who can't afford to stay here in the first place. Alright, well. Cool. Cool. So, do I just go back then? Sounds like the post-ceremony show's about to start. Alright! So pumped. I wonder if he's going to oh my god. I wonder if he's going to show off his special move today. Nickel Samurai is smelting. Why? Actually, what I'm interested in most is the press conference. You mean the big confession the Nickel Samurai is going to make after the show? So what is it? Don't you know what it's about, Mr. Powers? Well, I'm not still samurai anymore, so I don't have any idea. Ah. Sorry. So I guess you're all going to the press conference, huh? Yeah, of course. If that's the case, then here, take these tickets so you can get in. Press conference ticket added to the court record. Seems like the Nickel Samurai has to confess something after the post-ceremony stage show. Thank you very much. Well, let's go to the lobby. It looks like it's over this way, Mr. Nick. Okay, for great justice. Okay. The Nickel Samurai, March 20th, Gatewater Hotel lobby. A really gaudy hotel would have such a large, gaudy lobby to match. I think they're going to have the post-ceremony show over there. They're using a compact stage, I see. Ooh, I'm all ready to use my special samurai power. Looks like she's ready to start a fight. Your attention, please, your attention, please. Nickel Samurai's post-ceremony stage show will not be held tonight due to unforeseen circumstances. What? Why? You don't have to pinch him. Pinch yourself if you don't believe it. We are asking for everyone's cooperation at this time, so please stay where you are. This is a special request from the police. Police? Did they just say the police? Do you want me to go check out what's going on? Wait, I'll come with you. Freeze! You two! Didn't you hear the announcement just now? They just finished telling you not to move. That voice. I've heard that voice somewhere before. Honestly, use these days can't be bothered to listen to other people when they talk. Just the other day, it was the same thing. There was a, let's beware, bridge out. The bridge, they're trying to tell the boy the bridge is not dangerous. But listen, no, of course not. He's the bridge is proper. Kids, I really meant it. Well, it's damn clear. Off that bridge, honestly, kids, he said. Whew. This is non-stop chatter. It can't be. It's old back? God. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Get her out. Get her out. What was her voice? Ah, god, I don't remember. I don't remember. It was like some like old, like older, like New York mom accent, like the Jersey mom. But older. What is it, you young whippersnappers? Do I know you? Wait, you? Your Powers, aren't you? Yeah, but that what happened back then. You didn't even get it nominated this year, did you? Oh, that's right, you're doing that children's exercise program, trying to play nice. Yeah, it's me. Thankfully, I still have a job. I love that show. You're a hoot. You're the Big Brother character, right? Yes, even with your face covered by a mask, I know you're a giant. Oh god, she just doesn't stop talking. They get what they deserve. What are you doing here? Look at my uniform and tell me you can't tell I'm a member of security. But that outfit. Annoying, noisy brats get the blaster. I hate you. Miss Oldback, what are you doing here? What happened to your position at Global Studios? Oh, that old place? Well, since that incident, they've been letting people go. In the Cut Scary team, I got the pink slip. What incident? What did you do? I didn't do anything, you youngin'. Don't you remember that incident a year ago? When this lady got on the witness stand and testified? Yeah. And you? Weren't you the one who was bullying me? This fragile girl at heart. I plead the fifth. But you know, I think maybe I rubbed the upper management the wrong way by testifying. Yeah, it has to be. Everything is all your fault. Me? Thought about being a bodyguard at first. After being handed the old Pinky. You a bodyguard? Well, your friend, that fiery, good-looking guy with the red jacket and the ruffles. Mr. Edgeworth? But that sort of arrangement would be entirely too troublesome for me. Yeah, that's what he said to me. What did I even do to deserve that? So did something happen? I don't have all the details. But it looks like another one of those incidents happened again. An incident? Like a murder kind of incident? Maybe. You see, I'm a bit of a devilish woman. But wherever I go, showers of blood are sure to follow. Bet you didn't know that. Then shouldn't you quit being a security guard? At least for other people's sake? That's whippersnapper. Hey, Nick? What is it? I don't like the devilish smile playing on your lips. Let's make like we're going to the bathroom and check things out. No way, the police told us not to go anywhere, remember? Huh? How boring. Such a boring guy. Get the motivation, no spirit. Huh? What? Go on, you giving Mystic Mike trouble again, Nick? What about you two, Pearls? You just don't stick your little nose into this one. So listen to this, Pearly. This one time at lawyer camp, Nick. Okay, I get it. Let's take a look. Yay! And you couldn't say no to me, Nick. There are so many weird references in this game. Like, I'm never ready for any of them. Like, first we have Phoenix Wright say, "Well, excuse me, princess," and then the clown just starts reciting the opening to King of Bel Air or Prince of Bel Air, as well as the A-Team. Like, what is going on? You walk over miles of hot coals for Mystic Man, wouldn't you, Mickey Nick? That would be every time we work a case together. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go already. Come along too, Pearly. Goody! I get to come? I get to come! Don't say that. Don't say that. Not bad. Don't say that. March 20th, the Gatewater Hotel, Viola Hotel, or Viola Hall. There's nothing really out of the ordinary here. Are you looking for the incident that old lady was talking about? It doesn't look like it happened here. Well, we better go look somewhere else. Alright then, let's try. Excuse me. Ah. Who are you and what happened to your face? Not that there's anything wrong with it. But what happened? Oh, are you by chance Miss Mayufe? Yeah, that's me. You have a phone call waiting for you at the front desk. Call? What if it's someone from Korean Village? What's wrong, Mr. Maya? Oh, nothing. You guys go on ahead, I'll be right there, okay? Okay. Right this way, Miss Faye. Go look somewhere else now, Mr. Nick. Yeah, okay. Oh, exciting. A little scary. Scary. Oh, I'm so skilled. Oh. Marshmallow Gateway Hotel or Gatewater Hotel Hallway. I told you! I get people the info they want, which means that I've got a right to know. Nope, don't care who you are, pal. We're still investigating, so you can't go in. What's your problem? Just you wait. I'll be all over the morning paper. Scruffy detective's secret scandal revealed. You'll see, I'll get it back to you. Wish back. Those two sound pretty serious. That southern accent can only mean... Oh god, not again. No. Hey, Ray! Hey, Lotta. Come on, do a gal a favor and tell this cop I'm just doing my job and I got rights. Ah, you! Detective Gumshoe. Hey, pal, help a guy out. Tell her the only police are allowed here. This is the scene of a murder, so she should leave this to us pros. A murder? Ah, shoot, me and my big mouth. See, I knew it. My gut instinct told me so. I always trust my gut. A murder, it said, and that's what it is. A genuine murder. I will never be able to voice Lotta. Honestly, I think Lotta's voice at this point is just whatever I'm speaking. She does not have a consistent voice, and that is okay. Hey, wait. Yeehaw, a murder of a big star, no less. Oh man, I'm in trouble now. What happened? What happened? So, Detective Gumshoe? Murder? Ah, no, that's not it. I got my facts mixed up for a second there, pal. Mr. Nick? That person, the Nickel Samurai? Why do you ask? Mr. May was rooting for him, so... It wasn't the Nickel Samurai that got bumped. Yeah, actually, the Nickel Samurai is the one under suspicion of doing the bumping off. What? Yeah, the guy that died was the hero named the Jammin' Ninja, pal. The Jammin' Ninja? A woman with the big puffy hair that looks like cotton candy? You mean Lotta? That woman, she was there that time too, right? That time? When Mystic Maya did that channeling? Oh, that time? Well, I was a journalist, so that's why she was there. Journalist? Yeah, it looks like she was hanging around here before the murder happened. Hanging around? Yeah, I didn't wait in front of the gym and look, English is hard, man. Hiding and wait in front of the gem and Ninja's door, pal. But why would she? She wouldn't tell me, pal. Just said something about getting my big scoop. Scoop? What sort of news could she be after? So, the victim was the Jammin' Ninja. Mr. Jammin' Ninja? He was on a really popular rival TV show to the Nickel Samurai. Oh. The victim was an action star, one Karada. He got a huge push and rode the express train beside him. I mean, even I know who he is. But I recognize his face. But oh my god, I love him. But lately that Madden God's been taking the wind out of his sail. I'm telling you, pal, it's not who's popular. Those two are hogging all the limelight. Guess there's no space for Mr. Powers after all, huh? Poor guy. Mr. On-guard, that's the Nickel Samurai, right? Yeah, I mean, nope, you've gotta say it with more up. The Nickel Samurai. Anyway, Secret 1 Karaida's gone. It's Mr. On Guard's. That's the whole stage to himself, wouldn't you say? I would bet on it, pal. You can't have that happen, you know? You can't have that happen. What's supposed to mean? I wonder. Huh. What do we got here? Oh, look at it. Page 24. This is a bit intimidating. I wouldn't say he's that intimidating. I mean, he definitely looks like a big, strong man. God, I hate that old bag is back. I like our ages question mark. Latest field, the CD world of tabloids. 21 years old. The victim, a young star who plays the Jammin' Ninja. Was on bad terms with the card. Upcoming actor who plays the Nickel Samurai. It's right, but they're both 21. Interesting. Hey, look at this for me. That's the pal. I'm not gonna anything about the evidence to you this time. If I do myself, I was really gonna get it. And I won't even be able to get those instant noodles out of the discount market. Oh. Oh. I feel so bad for him. He didn't do anything. Move back to the lobby? No? I am clearly meant to do something. Okay. I don't think he's gonna be talking anytime soon. So maybe I gotta talk to Old Bag then. Which I don't want to. His Azaman's are real pros now. Pros? Pros doing what? I'm doing police work, of course. My ass is like a hawk. My professional eye spot a messy incident, a messy, bloody incident. That's why I don't have time for you meddling kids and your petty little things. Okay. Interesting, I guess. I guess maybe I could ask Gumshoe more about both of the guys. Right? Start with Karaida. Oh. I'm not a real fan of action shows or anything. But I know who Long Karaida and Nadangard are. You can't talk about one without talking about the other, I guess. They even debuted around the same time. So they had this real fiery rivalry with each other. Kinda like you and me, pal. I never knew he thought of me as a rival. The Nickel Samurai. He went to Grand Prix tonight. Nice, big fan of his. Really? Yeah, I'm sorry then. Why are you sorry? That guy was just arrested, pal. On suspicion of murdering Juan Karaida. What? What? Yeah, what indeed? What indeed? Why was On Guard arrested? Sorry, pal, but that's not something I can tell you. We just started the investigation, so we don't want any leaks. It's like another Steel Samurai hero than hot water. Listen, Nick. Mr. Maya knew about this? Yeah, I know. She'd make me take the case. I know. Yeah, she definitely would. Okay. Anything in the hall? No? Maybe something with old back? Or maybe Maya's back? Whatever. March 20th, Gatewater Hotel lobby. Hey, so what's going on, Mr. Wright? It looks like Juan Caraida's been killed. What? It looks like he was murdered. The suspect was arrested. The suspect is Mr. Matt on guard. You're joking, right? Nope. They arrested the Nickel Samurai on suspicion of murdering the Jammin' Ninja. Ugh, not again. I feel sick. Again? About a year ago, something just like this happened, Pearls. I still can't believe. No way. No way, Matt would. What's Mr. Powers got in his hand? Oh, before I forget, this is for you, Mr. Wright. I got this from the bellboy that came by earlier. A radio transceiver, originally from the bellboy, can transmit and receive signals over a great distance. For me? But why? Yeah, I don't know. All you said was it was for Mr. Phoenix, right? The Ethereum. Okay. That is the most energetic and active actor out there right now. The Nickel Samurai really sealed his place as a pop idol, but he kept adding fuel to the fire with his rivalry with Juan anyway. Mr. Juan? He's the Jammin' Ninja, right? Those two would butt heads over everything they could think of. I'd say that Matt was the one who almost always came out on top. I guess some people only know how to relate to others by butting heads like a ram. Juan said that he'd take Matt on this time too. He joined a rival TV show. And that was the Jammin' Ninja? The Tyler's Nickel Samurai and the burning Jammin' Ninja. Yeah, things turned messy real fast when those two using their shows for their war. The final tally? Alright, it's pretty obvious how things ended up. I even won the grand prizes here. Found a win over his rival, I guess. This final guard was going to hold a press conference here, wasn't he? Yeah, that's what I heard. So if you wanted to get technical about it, it was the Nickel Samurai's conference. Nickel Samurai's? Yeah, he was supposed to wear his costume and give the press conference that way. He was going to be in costume? But why? I'm not sure. They don't keep me in the loop anymore. I was just wondering, this Mystic Maya, she's gone a long time. Now that she mentions it, Maya was only going to answer a phone call. Maybe she got lost. Let's look around for her. That's not safe. What is it, Mr. Nick? I'm not sure. It's coming from the transceiver. Yes, hello? Right here? Is this Mr. Phoenix Wright, the attorney? And you are? You don't even know who I am. I think you have other things to be concerning yourself with, such as... Help, Nick! Mystic Maya? Maya? So, Mr. Wright, wouldn't you agree that the more important issue is the fate of the girl? Or fate, does I think he means? Maya, where are you? Are you hurt? No, don't fall apart on me yet. This can't be. Now that I have your attention, Mr. Attorney, I have a modest proposal for you. You do what I require, and I will return to you your valuable item when owned. What this is called again, in your fancy lawyer terms? Kidnapping for ransom? Yes, that's it. This is a kidnapping! Missing Maya! Missing Maya! Oh my god. My sight. Everything's fading away. Maya's been kidnapped? You there, Mr. Attorney? Are you there? How much? How much do you want? Very good, Mr. Attorney. I'm glad you have such a good grasp on the situation. Hurry up and state your condition and then return Maya. Money is not what I seek. What? What I want is a certain verdict. I would like a complete acquittal. Complete acquittal? What in the world have you done to me? I am not the person you will be representing. What? You are currently at the Gatewater Hotel, are you not? I know that a murder has just taken place there. Juan Carida was killed and the suspect was not on guard. You are, as expected, right on top of things, Mr. Attorney. Now then, What I want is very simple. I want you to obtain a complete acquittal for Madame Guard. Madame Guard? But why? He did not kill anyone. I can attest to that. However what? However, someone is framing him for the murder. A very smart someone who is setting him up to take the fall. If I agree to do what he wants, can I believe he'll keep his end of the bargain? You are, of course, at liberty to take me at my word or not. However, there's one thing you can take as fact. Right now, a very precious item is with me, in my possession. Help! Nick! Maya! You have 2 days. Of course, tonight, you'll be in questioning with the police. But the trial is in 2 days. At that trial, you will win a non-guilty verdict. Remember, they have one chance. One chance, Mr. Attorney. One? You're gonna get a non-guilty in one trial day? Yes, exactly. I don't believe I was wrong in choosing you, so don't let me down. Oh yes, that's right. Now that I'm playing the role of the kidnapper, I can't pass up this chance to say... And don't even think about calling the cops. Not great, but you get the idea. Damn it. Who the hell are you? Nothing, but I'll tell you that much. My name is... The Killer. The Killer. Nick, where is Maya? She's been kidnapped. No, it's all my fault. You don't call me Missing Maya. It's not your fault, Pearls. But it is, Missing Maya. Mr. Right, I think we should tell the police what's going on. No, we can't do that. If we do, who knows what will happen to Maya? Mr. Nick, what about the detective we saw earlier? Is that the gumshoe? Yes, that's it, wait here. I'll be right back. Alright, I'll take care of Pearl while you're away. What? Ransom? Wow. Ransom's complete acquittal for Madame Guard. Wait, it deals complete acquittal in exchange for Maya, you mean? That means Madame Guard is obviously the killer, pal. No doubt about it. But Dad said that Madame Guard is innocent. Don't you believe what a kidnapper tells you, pal? I guess he has a point. If Madame Guard really is innocent, then why the kidnapping? And on top of everything else, there's evidence we keep finding. Huh? Forensics team having a field day back there. But it's strange. There's so much evidence that it feels like something's wrong. There's too much evidence. Is that possible? Actually, didn't the kidnapper say something about Guard being set up? Anyway, it looks like you won't be leaving here tonight, pal. Just sit tight and cooperate with the investigation. Tomorrow you can start yours. Alright. Is there another way? You've also got to be careful about pushing the kidnapper the wrong way. You're right. Date? Time? Location? Oh, my head. Wine somewhere. Where am I? I wonder if I'm still in the hotel. What happened to me? Nick? Pearly? Come on. Guys, this isn't funny anymore. What? Ah. I see you have awoken. Ah! Who are you? Me? I am known as the Killer. The Killer? You mean like an assassin? The young that I? Don't worry. You are not my target. But now, right? Ah! Nick! Where are you? Help me! Yes, that's right. Only one person can save you now, and that is Mr. Phoenix, right? Huh? What? Nick? Nick's going to save me? Calm down and be a good girl. Think of this as a business transaction. A business transaction? I'm going to contact him now. I hope you'll cooperate and play your assigned role well. Nick? What's going to happen to me? Nick? Pearly? This? Is this Mr. Phoenix, right, the attorney? You don't need to know who I am. I think you have other things to be concerned with. Wow. The Weird Bellboys, The Killer. March 21st, 8/11. Ravencomb offices. Good morning. Morning, Pearls. Mr. Nick, come on, let's hurry and go see Mr. On guard. You have to wait a bit, Pearls. The second hours don't start until 9 a.m., so... Oh, I see. Mystic Maya. Only I've gone with you. Poor Pearls. Only been since last night. We managed to get home somehow yesterday evening. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe gently holding her by the hand and leading her here. But by the looks of it, I don't think Pearl's got any sleep at all last night. Mystic Maya. She's alright, right? Yeah, she's alright. After what I'm going to save her. You can trust me on that. Please, help her. I'm only able to say this calm and collected, because Pearls was doing the crying for the both of us. Well, let's get going then, huh? Oh, not very much. Move. Guess let's go to the detention center. March 21st, 8:57 a.m. Detention center, visitors room. You couldn't wait for visiting hours to start, so Pearls and I came down here early. This at one Nickel Samurai, charged with the murder of the Jammin' Ninja. Oh my god. Oh boy. This dude looks like a KOF character. Unless he's kind of a mix of like Kyo and Iori. Good morning. How are you today? I know the situation might be a little tough for you. Weird? Oh, sorry, dude. I already signed up. Excuse me? I already have life insurance. I signed up a long time ago because my job is, you know. Oh, no. We're not insurance salespeople. Really? Dude, I really don't need that right now either. Fire extinguishers? I mean, this building isn't my house, so... No. We're not here to sell you fire extinguishers either. I'm a lawyer. My name is Phoenix Wright. Lawyer? Hold on a sec. I'm gonna ask my manager, okay? But Nickel Samurai sure is a strange person, isn't he? I think strange is an understatement. Sorry about that. You're just in time. Huh? You're a lawyer dude, right? My manager's looking for a good one right now, so how about it? Mr. Nick, this is our chance. I have to make him tell me his... Oh my god. I have to make him let me take his case. I have to. Yo. I love him. I mean, he's kind of a nerd, but I dig it. Quite intrude, but I'd like to ask you a few personal questions. That's okay, but dude, my autobiography's coming out soon, so... If I say something about the publisher's approval, then I'm gonna be in real hot water. Hold on a sec, I'm gonna ask my publisher, okay? That's right, Angar is so lucky. He has so many people he can talk to. I don't know if he actually has anyone he can really talk to. Sorry about that. Like, I thought the publisher said it'd be, like, real bad if I said anything, dude. Does he have a mind of his own? Mr. Angard, I'd like to ask you about the murder. Oh, are you covering this for Tabloid as a side job, dude? Well, if you want my statement on this, you should ask through my staff. No. I'm not asking on behalf of the Tabloid. Hold on a sec. I'm gonna ask the president of the studio, okay? Is he alright, Mr. Nick? If we're talking about Mr. Angard's brain here, I wouldn't put my money on it. Sorry about that. The studio president said, even Neo Matsubuchi itself knows that I'm not the murderer. Mr. Nick, what's Neo Mount Fuji? It's a mountain in the city of Neo Tokyo, the city the Nickel Samurai protects. Okay. I don't know. Man, it's too bad he's dead. You killed him. That's the most logical conclusion, don't you agree? Dude, what are you talking about? You're making a huge mistake. If that's such a mistake, then why did they issue an arrest warrant for you? Hold on a sec. I'm gonna ask the guy in charge of this place, okay? Stifling a lot of people, don't they? I wonder if that phone even really goes, or if it really gets reception in here. I guess you're right about the warrant after all. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe we might be making some progress here. Cool. I gotta present more stuff to him then, I guess. Mr. Nick, what are you gonna do with that? I don't know yet. I figured I could at least show it to him. Is that a transceiver? Hey, it looks like a real nice one, too. I got it as a present from someone. Huh, interesting. I've also been instructed to take your case. Is that what you hear from the transceiver? Yeah. Dude, that's terrible. Don't let some disembodied voice boss you around. It's coming from a man with a cell phone on his wrist? Hey, that's a cool phone. Alright? Is that a cool cell phone? We could also ask about the press conference. What's that? It's a ticket for the press conference? You were going to give one after winning the Grand Prix, right? Huh? Me? Yeah, well, you were in costume, no less. I never heard anything like that, dude. I only heard about the stage show. I would leave that kind of stuff to my manager. You didn't know? That's odd. Well, dude, I think it's about time for me to get going. Please wait. I really need to take your case. So other people need a lawyer, right? Want me to introduce you to a few? Please let Mr. Nick represent you. Man, oh man, lawyers these days. Hey, dudes use kids to pull in clients too? You don't take me as your lawyer? Then the killer is going to... Wait. What did you just say? The killer? The killer? What's he doing? Looks like he's mulling something over. Alright, dude. I accept your terms. Huh? I'll let you represent me in court. We did it! We did it, Mr. Nick. Yeah. I don't feel any better for him. He doesn't look too happy either. Go ahead, ask me anything. I'll help out as much as I can. Okay. Man, I think my lucky stars if people know my name. Well, you're quite the hero. You're in the national spotlight. I didn't know who he is. Does that mean I'm not a good citizen? It's really great to be the Nickel Samurai, the most famous, most respected person in all of Japanifornia. You know, I mean, anyone who doesn't know who I am just might as well not even be a citizen. Dude, lately I just keep on getting more and more popular. True enough. Nickel Samurai is very popular among high schoolers and secretaries right now. Guess Mr. On Guard has a way of catching the eye of women. Do you know my motto? Refreshing like a spring breeze, that's what I am. Spring breeze? That's why this kind of scandal is disastrous, dude. I mean, even if I get out of here tomorrow, it's still gonna look bad. But everyone loves a good scandal. Can you tell me about your activities last night? After I got the award, I took a break and went back to my room. I had that post-ceremony stage show to do, so I was in my Nickel Samurai costume. And you were alone the entire time? My manager was ended up being busy, so yeah. Was it the press conference you were supposed to hold after the show? I told you, dude, I have no idea about any press conference, alright? Strange, but the Nickel Samurai was going to confess something. Anyway, when I was leaving my room, that's when I noticed it was kind of noisy. Mr. Clarita was already dead at that time. Yeah, that's what I gathered anyway from my manager. I need to gather that this guy can't do a thing on his own. That's when the detective in the green coat showed up. He searched me, and out of the blue, the dude arrested me. Huh. Oops. Interesting. But you and the victim, Mr. Juan Carida? That's got nothing to do with anything, dude. Man, with that face of his, can't even tell he's the same age as me. And he wants to try to make a Jammin' Ninja movie, even though we all know he'd fail. Or he did fail. Well, Samurai still won in the end, right? Yeah, took the Grand Prix by storm. So why would I, the winner, have any reason to kill that guy anyway? Dude, you think it'd be the other way around, you know? He makes a good point there. Do you know why you were arrested? I guess maybe my full body search went badly? Did they find something on you? Hey, I found a button from the Jammin' Ninja's costume. A button? I don't get it either. It's caught on the pleats of my samurai pants, or hakama. Dude, I really think someone planted it there, though. I'm serious. I wonder if that's what really happened. I guess that's about all I'm gonna get out of the film. Mr. Nick? Yeah? Just one last thing. Ask Mr. On Guard to see if he really is innocent or not. We can do that? Yes. To use this. Nice my katana. You won't be able to hide any secrets from me, Mr. Nick. I'm sure of it. I get it. Mr. On Guard, I'd like to ask you one more question. Please answer me honestly. What is it, dude? Did you kill Mr. Juan Karaida? Please put the phone away and answer this question yourself. Alright, just so we're clear, dude. I didn't kill anyone. That includes Juan Karaida, okay? No locks. Found Mr. Dick? Nothing. Not a chain or lock in sight. Which means it's alright to trust him. Yeah. Does appear that way. Well, at least I can breathe a sigh of relief knowing my client is innocent. Try us tomorrow, right? I'm counting on you, dude. Like, dude? What up, dude? I think we're still in investigation, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's keep going then. Well, we'll try to get through the whole investigation. March 21st, 11:34 a.m. right into law offices. Well, at least we were able to get Mr. Matt on guard as our client. We know that he didn't do it, which is very important. So now what should we do? Well, trial's tomorrow. We get this one chance. We're only to prove Mr. Guard's innocence. We have to find the real killer. Okay, let's start looking. I agree. We should probably head over to the hotel. March 1st, Gatewater Hotel. Hotel lobby. Hey, what do you think you're doing? You can't just come in without... Morning. Hold on, it's you? What are you doing around here? I had proof Juan was killed. Is that true? Bad rerun is what this is. A steel samurai doing the most evil deeds. You know, it's not entirely... I know that I was a huge fan of Juan's. I hope. I know all the stars I'm interested in drop one by one like flies. It's always been that way ever since the class camp, so it's fine. Kids start calling me Queen Reaper. Whoever it is. Yeah. Actually, I wanted to ask you about the murder and what happened. Don't push me, boy. Mr. Nick? I, didn't hear everything she said. But she was talking too fast. Let's hold back. Should we speak a little slower? Don't boss me around, spiky haired smarty pants. Like, what happened? Like, what actually happened? Why is she in a spacesuit? Oh god, I don't want to have to talk to her. Oh, might be a camp that died a year ago on that dreadful murder. Only recently that I finally find a star that makes this heart go ba-dump again. I don't know what to say. I ask you, why does every star I cheer for always end up kicking the bucket? I'd watch your words. Gonna get away with saying anything bad about my Juan. But I haven't said anything. Well, I don't believe a word that woman says anyway. Huh? What woman? That irritating backwater girl with the afro and the horrible country accent. I mean, what is that manner of speaking supposed to be? Why does she never stop? Honestly, women these days. I don't know what the meaning of the word modesty. When I was a young man, I was so beautiful. Despite that, the press flowers were inside. Charles, are you thirsty? A little. Okay, I'll get you some juice or something. Thank you very much. Hey, are you paying attention? Youngins today. Guessing this one bike heard everything from Lada. Understandable. I want to ask you about what happened around the time of the murder. I don't know anything about that. I was here getting ready. Getting ready? For what? The show, of course. Well, and the press conference afterwards. New mysterious music for the magical press conference. Anyway, I don't know anything about the murder. Oh, I see. But if you're talking about what I saw, that's different. I saw it very clearly. What? I saw the most important moment of the night. What was that? The most important moment? You don't mean... Oh, so now you treat me with respect, and you disrespectful child. When you speak to your elders, you should always be polite. Really, kids today. You tell me, what did you see? Oh god, no. Oh god, 4 locks. The murder last night was gruesome, wasn't it? But then, what murder isn't? Please don't stray into another tangent, please. Want to hear more than the sugar spice related, but... My god. You're the worst. I hate you. Let's go to the hall. Where should we first get? Where to feel the hall? The investigation is still in full swing. The hotel staff and police are running around like a bunch of headless chickens. I wonder if we can do any investigating of our own in this kind of atmosphere. Well, gotta roll up the sleeves and try, I guess. Oh god. Hey! You're here! Been waiting for you, Mr. Lawyer. Lotta? Hey, Mr. Cop fella, the thief showed his face. What? Arrest him. Put him on trial. Find him guilty. With a death penalty. What's wrong, Lotta? You feeling alright? Looked here and there and up and down the mountain, but I ain't here. So what, don't you just hurry up and give it back to me, you creep? What are you looking for? My camera! Camera! My lifeblood, I'm gonna die without my $700 camera. Your camera? Look, lots of people say the criminal always goes back to the scene of the crime. And looky, looky, here you are. Yep, here I am, faced with a lot of trouble. Huh? God. See, that's your camera. Ain't no ordinary camera. You buy it at a store and it's $1,600 brand new. Huh? Can you just say you bought it for $700? I had a nice long talk with the guy at the store. About 5 hours, I reckon. Made a itty-bitty scratch on it, and sure got it all huffed up in the face. He gave me his talking to, and was real mean about it too. You know, made me cry at that. Maybe did you lose your camera? Or when did you lose your camera? The last night after the murder happened. Must have been when I was busy running around looking at things. Well, I lost sight of my dear, darling, expensive sweetie. Lotta, what did you capture with that expensive camera of yours? I don't rightfully know. I don't rightly know. I snapped a shot of anything that caught my eye. So, I don't remember. And besides, I couldn't get anything with my big scoop. I wonder if Lotta's missing camera's even connected to the murder. Lotta's camera added to the court record. Expensive item valued at $600 that was stolen around the time of the murder. Lotta, just tell me what you know about what happened at the time of the murder. Well, from before the ceremony last night, I was hanging around here, in this area. Actually, I was here until around the time Mr. On Guard was arrested. What were you doing? You sure you went to school, city boy? Wherever Lotta Heart goes, wherever Lotta Heart goes, there's a story to be found, a big scoop to be had. A big scoop? Told you before. You're the best tabloid photographer the world's ever seen. Reckon, of course, that means I'm always looking for the perfect shot. I wonder what scoop she was after this time. Although, I was also on the lookout for the other stars that were here. So, maybe I wasn't here the entire time. Lotta, are you sure you weren't here the entire time? You could take a picture for your big scoop? Well, maybe I was. But that's what real journalists do. Got some juicy inside info, so I thought to myself, why not get a picture for proof? What kind of story was it that you would hang around here for? Oh god. 2 of them, huh? Only 2 locks though, okay. Oops, sorry, Mr. Lawyer. Can't be telling you that. Trade secret, you know. Not again. Why does everyone have something to hide? We're gonna stop, haven't we? Yeah, take that, Mr. Lawyer. Someone around here is happy. Slaughter and your eye rule smile. Huh. Can I go into the room? Ooh, I can go into both. Let's go on guard first and oh. March 21st, Cape Water Hotel, On Guard's hotel room. Where are we? We're in Mr. On Guard's dressing room. This is our client's room. May I help you with something? Oh, who are you? You're Mr. On Guard's lawyer, correct? I gathered as much. I also looked for lawyers on my end, but to no avail. How did you know I was a lawyer? You were just saying that he was your client. In a situation like this, the only person who would use such a word would be his lawyer. Oh. A simple deduction, really. The trial is tomorrow, and Mr. Uncard's situation is looking rather grim. It's So you came here, one stop in your mad dash to find clues to build this case, correct? Well, you're not totally right, but you're not totally off either. It's maybe not the time to be shown off, Mr. Nick. I am Adrienne Andrews. Interesting. I like her a lot. I hate to waste time, so let's get down to business. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Very forward, huh? Oh, alright. Maybe so small statue. But appearances can be deceiving. Look at her! I assume the first thing you need to know is what everyone was doing that night, correct? Yes, that is correct. And I will tell you. For the awards ceremony, I had dinner with Mr. On Guard. In this very room, I might add. Dinner? What did you eat? I told you I hate to waste time with trifling details. Take a look at the table yourself, you wouldn't need to ask me. I bet she's a lot of fun at parties. When the awards show was starting, I headed for Viola Hall. And after the show ended, he came back to this room. Now, I had some small errands to run. I helped with the preparations in the lobby. Oh, preparations for the post-ceremony show, I guess. When it was time for the post-ceremony show, I came back to call for Mr. On Guard. After that, I went to visit Mr. Corridor. And that's when you found his body, isn't it? You really how strong of her everything. Yeah, she doesn't seem to be mentally tough as nails. Oh. That's a good thing. You have to know what I'm saying. So, about you and... Stop right there. You aren't seriously about to ask how Mr. On Guard and I are related, are you? Sorry. I have no idea how he could choose you as a lawyer. Why did she have to go to say something like that? Actually, calm down and hang in there. I'll give you a shoulder rub to relieve your stress later, alright? I already gave you my name earlier, but I'll add that I'm On Guard's manager. His manager? Speaking of managers, did the victim Mr. Corda have one? No, he did not. He didn't. Global Studios has a very different policy from Worldwide Studios in that Worldwide Studios does not assign individual managers to their stars. I see. This industry is very ruthless and unforgiving. Actually, you look quite ruthless and unforgiving yourself, your poor partner. Dragging a little girl like her to places like this? Honestly. You're wrong, I'm doing this to help Mystic Maya. Girls, come down and hang in there. I'll buy you a juice later, alright? Interesting. Some samurai-looking clothes on the sofa here. I think that jacket-looking thing is called a hoppy? Whatever it is, I'm sure something like it. I think that would make a great souvenir. I'd be absolutely thrilled. I'm a stronger suitcase. For someone who was only going to be here for the award show, a lot of stuff. I think there's about 3 days worth of clothes in here. Maybe they're different from us, aren't they? Well, you know, he's got to have his morning clothes, his evening clothes, his afternoon clothes, his night clothes, his tomorrow clothes. The dishes left over from dinner. Dinner for two at that. I'm sure that Mr. On Guard and Miss Andrews' plates. Looks like they had T-bone steaks. Global Studios and... What's with Global Studios and T-bone steaks? I was gonna say that exact same thing. It's a giant bone sitting on the plate. I don't really like meat. There's something weird about this plate. I wish I could put my finger on what it is. There's not a knife. That's what's weird. Big like lance thing. It's a bedroom over there? That's a bed? Wow, they have really big beds here. What do I do? There's two of them, in fact. Two separate beds. Oh. I can present something. Oh, the camera? I'd like to ask you about this. I told you I hate trifling matters. It's a waste of time to show me things that are of no relevance to me. Wow, this is the first time I've been shut down from this badly. Maybe old bag? Ask about this. No trifling matters. I asked to become Mr. On Guard's manager. It's a pleasure to manage with his nice disposition. Mr. On Guard does seem like a rather weak-willed man, always doing as he's told. He's always saying my manager, right, Mr. Nick? Well, I'm glad we got that out of the way. Should have looked at Mr. Corda? Yes, I knew him. It was such a small place after all. Did you know about his rivalry with the Typical Samurai? Honestly, they were like children when it came to that. Time and time again, those two competed with each other over the most trivial things. If one of them wasn't so stubborn, then maybe no one would have needed to die. How much of this woman knows more than she's letting on? That's how my one Corda was killed. Do you have any ideas as to why Mr. Corda was murdered? Why would you ask me about such a thing? I'm just doing my job, so do you have any ideas? Another one? Oh god. 4 again. Miss Andrews. Sorry, but there's nothing more I have to add to this conversation. Is it a Cyclops again, Mr. Nick? Yeah. There's getting to be more and more of these lately. Huh. Okay. Interesting, interesting. Cool. You know what it is? She reminds me of, Samus. Oh god. Rush 21st Gatewater Hotel. Corda's Hotel. Mr. Nick, where are we? We're in Mr. Juan Corda's room, girls. They're quiet, the victim. Which makes the crime scene, too. Oh, it's you! So, what happened? Kidnapper. Has he contacted you again? Not yet. He probably won't until we win Miss Strongard's acquittal. You doing okay, pal? Hanging in there? Not mine to be alright. We don't have a lot of time left, but I'm gonna help you as much as I can, pal. Can you do that? Even if we want to look around the crime scene? Just this once. Special circumstances, right, pal? I'll even tell you everything I know, but you gotta keep quiet. It's my neck on the line here. Thank you. Oh, that's right. I got you guys a map of the hotel, pal. Here you go. Little Missy. Wow. Giving it to me? Thank you. Wouldn't want you to get lost in the hotel too big for something good. Mr. Nick, I got a map. That's great, Pearls. Mr. Nick, I can't read what it says. Let's look, I map out of the courtroom. Cool. Wow, Corda has a much bigger room, apparently. Yeah, apart from that, the lobby, the hall, away. Both the rooms. Okay. Do you know what was the cause of death? Well, technically the final autopsy report isn't out yet, but well, look at the victim should tell you, pal. It should? Yeah, here's a picture. There's a knife in his chest. Yeah, pal, that's the murder weapon. He was stabbed to death. They're looking at the fingerprints down at the lab right now. Fingerprints on the knife? Yep. Yeah, it looks like they're pretty sure they're a Mr. On God's prints, pal. That's bad, real bad. I put out a court record. Oh! Oh my god. Why was Mr. On God arrested? Because we had evidence on him. Evidence? Yeah, it looks like the victim Juan Corida really put up a big fight. Oh. We had looked at the crime scene and you can tell. There are signs of a struggle everywhere. Oh, hell yeah! Trying to fight, its buttons came off. Someone Garth said something about a button. Something like one of the Jam and Ninjas buttons that I found in this Pokemon. But that's not all. What? There was a witness, pal. A witness? Who is it? That lady, Miss Oldbag. Please, anyone but her. The prosecution has plenty of evidence to make a solid case. Not to mention, there's something around where the Vic was that's a little off. That's a little off? As in, that's for you to figure out, pal. Alright, let's try to figure out, Mr. Nick. Alright. Well, I suppose we should examine. Wow, there's a lot of bears. Alarm clock ones, collector's editions, stuffed teddies, plastic models. It's overwhelming. What kind of bear he doesn't have? Even a few in the trash can. I get the feeling maybe the guy didn't really like bears. Poor teddies. It's hard to bear with all these problems. Growl. Ah! I don't think I want to bear with the trauma of the last case caused me. That's fine, Mr. Nick. There are so many bears. There's all sorts of things in this refrigerator. Cat juice bottle and tomato juice bottle are both empty. Empty? It's a hassle to throw them away, I guess. Oh, vegetable juices. Guess he must have been a real health nut. Oh, there's a beet, some ketchup, and a bottle of strawberry jam, too. Red was his favorite color? Oh, it's so messy here. Looks like things neat and tidy, I take it. A lot of electronic things in here that I've never seen before. Hey, Mr. Nick, tell me what they are, pretty please. Okay, that over there is a watch? You wear it on your wrist. I know what a watch is. Oops. For a second there. I forgot I was talking with Pearls, not Maya. Oh, come on. Rude. It's a suitcase. There are so many things in it that I bet it barely closes. There's this clothes, a dryer, an electric shaver, a calculator. Do All-Stars pack too much stuff like Mr. Coretta? Eh, probably. It seems to be everything here. So many bears! Oh, that's a bed, right? Yep, it's big, but it's a bed. I think it's so soft. It must just be a rarity for her. Is that a robo-bear? Let's go, dude. Radio. He also... I think Mr. Corda had dinner last night. This bottle, it's tomato juice. Not enough food to be a award show this night. I wonder if the stars had gone on stage after only eating a meager meal like this. I mean, it might not be meager to him. It's a beautiful wine glass, and there's tomato juice in it? You know, tomato juice, I don't really like it much. The bottle of it on the table over there. That's probably where this came from. Wait, doesn't that seem weird? That seems weird. I mean, everything else is scattered all over the floor. He's right. The flower vase was broken and the makeup was strewn everywhere. Why is this glass anything that's still alright? Rest of the victim? Filled with tomato juice. This is a guitar case, I guess. A little beat up, but still usable. That's strange, the guitar is not here. You forgot to bring it to the show? But Mr. Kaya said that the Barra guitar was a Jam and Ninja signature item. That's true. Huh? The guitar case is wet, but only wet on the top of the lid. Yeah, there's no water inside the case. This is water, isn't it? Guitar case under the cork, correct? And next to the body there's some water, but only on the top of the lid. Bottles of cosmetics were scattered all over the floor. It was probably where Mr. Corda thought these assailant. Where are these bits of glass from? Flower vase, maybe? The flowers on the floor, but I don't know what they are. I don't know much about flowers, do you, Mr. Nick? Let's not talk about that. Okay. What can you tell me about this guitar case? Oh, that? It's just what I heard, pal, but that's a Jam and Ninja signature item. The guitar case? No, not that. What are you thinking it is? I mean, the guitar inside, of course. But the guitar's missing. Yeah, we looked for it, too. It's not normal for a person to forget to bring their most famous item to an awards show. Sounds like the right guitar is related to this case after all. I'm gonna put wine glass. No, actually, no, why not? What's wine glass? Ah, so you noticed it, pal? Well, crime scene was a mess, but that was the only thing that was untouched. You notice that too, Detective Gumshoe? No, actually, Miss Von Carbon noticed it first. Yeah, Pearl noticed it before me too. Hey, wait a minute. So, does that mean Miss Von Karma's here at the hotel? Yeah, she's around. And you're gonna be in so much trouble, pal. Which catches you in here. Well, you can bet the instant I see her, I'll be running the 1,000-meter dash. What's that beeping noise, Mr. Nick? Hmm. Doesn't sound somewhere before. Hey, it's Miss Von Karma. Huh? For some reason, whenever I hear that sound, she pops out of nowhere and whips me. Come to think of it, that's exactly what happened to the last time. Ah! Detective, come over here for a second. Man, I wish I could be Detective Gumshoe right now. Ooh. Interesting. Are we good? Okay, we're good. I just looked over and I saw things like freeze for a moment. We're good, we're good. Nothing weird happened. Alright. Cool. That was really weird. I feel better knowing at least you were man enough to face your punishment. It's so scary, just froze up on the spot. Mr. Phoenix Wright. You swelled my perfect prosecution record. I'll never forget that. This time, the victory is mine. Victory is yours? Someone was mean to you? What? Come, Scruffy, the investigation briefing is about to begin. Yes, sir. This isn't over yet. I swear on my family's honor. Wow. What'd she throw me now? What is this? Well, I guess this means I gotta get back to the precinct now, pal. If you ever need me, come down to the criminal affairs department, alright? And if you can, Mr. Farmer, see ya. No problem, dude. What did she do? Oh, she settled on the table. Miss Nick, what's this piece of paper? It's called an autograph. Autograph? The paper's got Mr. Corda's name written on it, so it's his autograph. I can't read it at all. To be honest, I've never seen writing that looks like this. It's a special way of writing called cursive. Look here, see how it says, "To my dearest Wendy"? In more normal letters here? This sloppy, unreadable handwriting, it's crazy and cool to give this to someone. Hold on. Wendy? I remember that name somewhere before. Miss Corda's autograph out of the court record. There is, in fact, a Wendy that we know. And she is a fan. Alright, well, let's go ask her then. I don't want to talk to you. I never want to talk to you. Oh. Question first. Oh, Mr. Wright, how are you? Ah, Mr. Powers, have you been here the entire time? Yeah. People connected to the murder and allowed to go home, let alone leave. That sucks. Can you tell me a little more about the Nickel Samurai TV show? Okay. The Nickel Samurai is an action hero program aimed towards kids. It's the sequel to the Steel Samurai. I see. This time there are 3 samurai brothers: Aluminum Samurai, Tin Samurai, and of course the Nickel Samurai. It's a Love Y in Neo Tokyo. I see. Wait. A Love what? Love Y. This girl, Sayo, works at a tea shop, and other 3 guys fall for her at the same time. Oh, I guess the Y shape is like the 3 brothers colliding over this one girl. Anyway, Sayo is actually the daughter of the evil Strawberry Clan's leader. Sounds like an unusual situation. Like Romeo and Juliet, times 3. Yeah. The strange thing is, this sort of forbidden love story is really big with the office ladies. Yes, bro? What happens next? I wanna know. Miss Sayo, does Miss Hal fall in love? She does, doesn't she? Every Sunday at 8 a.m. Stop watching Kids Masterpiece Theater starting this week. I think she's really considering it. So, what's the Jam and Ninja TV show like? It's stated from the remake of an old movie, to tell you the truth. Jam and Ninja, like the samurai shows, is geared toward kids. It's the story of a ninja who can't scale a wall, but became a big pop star anyway. What? He was a really lousy ninja. Absolutely couldn't do any ninja things at all. But boy, could he sing! With his trusty bright red guitar in hand, took the ancient world by storm. A ninja with a bright red guitar? And then, the final fight in front of his beloved Princess Misolo. Jammin' versus the Muromachi 5. Suddenly, our brave hero catches a not-so-jammy cold the night before the Battle 3. Ah, it's too bad for him. Yeah. But it's kind of pop music-based love story, something high school girls really like. Yes, bro. What happens there? I want to know. The Jammin' Ninja? Will he be able to sing? What about Princess Miss Ola? Maybe Sunday at 8 a.m. Which show should I watch? Well, maybe she's really considering it. Well, I guess, what do you know about... Actually, what about Andrews? She works at the same company as you. Hey, it's Miss Andrews! She's Matt's manager. Actually, I was interested in her for a little bit. Just a little. So Mr. Powers likes the type of woman? I mean, who doesn't? What do you know about Miss Andrews? Well, see, here's the thing. I don't really know her, you know? There's sort of a small rumor going around about her right now. A rumor? Ah, if you're interested, I'd be glad to share what I know. So happy. Looks like a lion was just found his neck wheel. Sure, coming out. Would you mind telling me about this gossip? Yes, you are interested in it. I figured you would be. Yeah. It's such a weakness for celebrity gossip, too. Oh, really? Me too, huh? Yeah. So, take a look at this. It's a tabloid missile bag over here. Alright, let's see here. Jammin' Midnight Rendezvous? To the mysterious yet beautiful manager to the stars, Miss A.A. You see now, don't you? What? You can stop pretending to be in the dark, Mr. Wright. Fun Karate couldn't have a manager of his own. Which means if we're talking about a certain manager with the initials AA. Adrian Andrews? Yes, exactly. This is big news. But it seems kind of odd. That woman, Miss Andrews, together with the biggest rival of her client? It's that wonderful thing that could only happen between two people. Hey, Paris looks so happy. Wasn't just following along, not having any idea as to why he's smiling? Yo, are we good? Is everything alright? One moment. I need to pull up, things here. Like, are we actually, like, are we good? Did something happen? Something did happen. No, nothing happened. We're still going live. Okay. I'm sorry, it's just my Streamlabs reset the timer for how long I've been live for, so I'm very confused as to what's going on. It looks like we're okay though, so good. Okay then. Like the saying goes, one man's garbage is one man's treasure. Magazine clipping out of the court and record. Okay. I feel like that's probably everything, right? You can probably ask him about the other two, but I think we already did that, right? We did that yesterday. I think at least. So let's go talk to this old bag. What am I going to say to delinquents like you? Wait, I think it'd be helpful. Well, how about I tell you my measurements? No, that's okay, really. He really doesn't like you, does she, Mr. Nick? I know. Why would we need that? Why would I need your measurement, huh? I guess maybe we can try to do the stick block then? I mean, I guess that would mean, yeah, she would be able to see everything if she got an autograph. Oh god, there's so much. What you witnessed. Alright, I'll be honest with you. Then please, tell us what you saw. But, oh, what a waste. And here I have a perfectly good chance to have a little fun at you young'uns' expense. I am a little devil, after all. Does anyone imply you aren't a good person? Alright, I'll give you what you want. That's one autograph. Yes, it is. And it even says "To my dearest Wendy" on it. That's me, right? Right? My name is Wendy Oldbag. Wendy has to be me, right? Well, if they say Wendy. Somehow I don't think Moore had this Wendy in mind when he signed it. Oh, please give it to me. Let me have it, please. I can't let you have it just like that. Yes, I know. And how about an exchange? Wow, she must really want this autograph. Math isn't good enough for you. Fine, Mr. White, you win. Find the old bag ready to open up her heart. All for my dearest Fawn. Wow. Okay. I was like, I don't know if we have enough evidence for this. I forgot she had 4. I guess she only really had 1. Autograph given to Wendy Dearest. Alright. I feel bad for you now. Huh? I can tell you, I saw him that night. I saw him coming out of Juan's room. You're kidding. Oh no. It was about 10 minutes before Juan's body was discovered. It was just a coincidence. I was on my way to the toilet, minding my own business. And did you tell it to the police? Well, of course. I could get a gift certificate or 2 out of it, maybe more. Gift certificate? I've been recruited again for that part of the trial. You know the trial tomorrow. This time you're gonna get it. I'm gonna work hard to get your client pronounced guilty. But Mr. Unger hadn't done anything bad. I don't care about details like that. I know he did my dear poor Juan in. I just do. That yellow-bellied chicken. That yellow-bellied chicken? What would that would look like? I trust my senses. I know when someone did something bad, and I say he did it. Did Mr. Unger ever do the hurt to deserve this? I existed. What did Mr. Unger do to you to make you so... You don't know? That guy, he framed my Juan. He created that scandal that plagued poor Juan. Mr. Nick, what is it? What's a scandal? Oh, I'll tell you about that after we get home, okay? Poor Juan, led astray by the wiles of that vile temptress. Mr. Nick, what do vials and vile temptresses mean? Yeah. How about we just listen to what Miss Oldbag has to say for now, okay, Pearls? So, Miss Oldbag, who was this woman you're talking to? Adrian Andrews, of course. Who else? That guy? He shoved the girl into one on purpose. Oh, manager? Why? But lawyers were smart. It was to create a scandal to make Juan lose face. Not go group one into a scandal that dragged his reputation through the mud. It's like a pretty similar definition of a scandal to me. Why do you know about that anyway, Miss Oldbag? I'm one of Juan's biggest fans. Always out there gathering information. That's something I don't know. And do you have proof that Mr. Unger did what you said he did? This week's issue of a certain magazine says so. Yeah, of course. A tabloid. Next week? Doesn't that mean it's something people don't know about yet? Where must Oldbag have information like that? Where did she get it? Hehehe. For real? Where did she get it? Oh, you know what? Now that I think about it, this might be the big scoop, right? Wada might be trying to get proof that that happened. Hi. How you doing? Do you know anything? Yeah. Told you how many times now I'm a journalist? So much info running laps in my head, I forget things here and there. Please don't get so worked up over this. Huh. I don't care if you beg me. Be extra tough on kids. That's the Scal's motto on learning youngsters. Okay. Take that! I'll take that! Big scoop. Ugh. Lana, will you please answer my questions? On the night of the murder, why were you loitering around the victim's room? I told you, didn't I? For my scoop! What I want to know about are the details of this scoop. That's not something I can tell you. I mean, but there's my bread and butter. Alright then, an unposted talent photographer looking for a scoop. I'm gonna say that you were looking into a scandal. Yeah. Maybe that you, Lana Hart, were looking for a break with a huge story. There's an unfolding scandal between Juan Krida and this person. The wonderful, lovely Miss Adrian Andrews. This woman. She's Adrian Andrews, Madame Guard's manager. The Nickel Samurai's manager caught secretly meeting with his rival, the Jammin' Ninja. Be the hottest story of the season, wouldn't it? Pretty good at this guessing thing, Mr. Lawyer. But you can't just make up any old thing and think it'll make the papers. You gotta have a backup. Backup? Yeah. You gotta have that, what's it? News sauce? You mean the news source? That's it. Show me something that shows that that one guy had something with Miss Andrews. Why, this wonderful tabloid right here. Easy. This is the article from a certain weekly tabloid. Jam and Midnight Rendezvous? With the mysterious yet beautiful manager to the stars, Miss A.A. Ah! Miss Ryder didn't have a manager of his own. It's more, it's about Miss Unguard's manager, Adrian Andrews. She has the initials AA. You saw this article and thought to take some pictures of them as proof. That's why you were looking around Miss Korida's door last night. Ah! I found an attempt to make her Southern. I ended up making her just a New Yorker. You're looking into Miss Korida and Miss Andrews' affair, weren't you? You got it. I'm gonna get myself a scoop by catching them in a secret meeting. But there's already an article about it on one of the weekly tabloid magazines. It's no longer breaking news. What'd you just say? Those are AA. What kind of vague thing is that? That ain't no proof of nothing. People are gonna want to see real proof. Well, at least I do, so that's what I was doing. Getting photos. Oh. Well, I have to read his interest with some gossip, a little misleading. And spice it up a little and have myself an exclusive story. Oh, what a nice journalistic integrity you got there. And he finished writing up my spicy article, you know? But the paper I wrote it on, the note to myself is gone. Here, note to yourself? It was inside the case. It was inside the case of my $1,600 camera. Then run off together. I came here for my big story, didn't come here to have the treasure disappear on me. Yeah, I understand. Not to make a gal go bonkers, I tell you. Other people know anyway. I thought it's a day when someone done steal something from me. I really want that note back, huh? I had no idea why though. I swear that note is probably a bogus lie. Or up. Well, not something else we can do. So I think now we haven't gone to talk to Gumshoe yet. Or gone back to talk to Gumshoe. Let's go talk to him. I think the Gumshoe said they had an investigation briefing. Yeah. Oh, he's back. Hey, so you came, pal. Why the fuck greeting? Because there's nothing to be friendly or happy about. What do you mean by that? Well, things look perfect this time around. The evidence and testimony are airtight. But, you can't just roll over and die. You have to stay positive. So, what do you mean the evidence is airtight? I can't give you the details, pal, but there are two big pieces. Two? And both of them are in this photo. And the button. The first is the button that's missing from the victim's chest. It's the button that found during your body search with Mr. Vanguard. Yep, I found it in the folds of the Nickel Samurai's special pants. And the second one is the knife in his chest, pal. The fingerprints on the knife in his chest, to be exact. Fingerprints? Whose are they? You didn't have to ask, little missy, it's obvious. We're mad on guards. Boss trial. Talk about being stuck between a rock and a hard place. What's airtight testimony? What is airtight testimony? You said old security lady missed old bag. I thought so. What do you mean you thought so? Should I tell you something, pal? Well. I even told her not to open that mouth to her to blab to anyone. That blab mob is stuck on pen, and there's no turning it down, trust me. Yeah, well, Miss Oldbag saw it all, pal. Saw Miss Vanguard come out with the victim's room around the estimated time of death. No way? I don't know, man. I saw the magazine clipping, that's interesting. I guess I can ask him about that, that's new. I'd be interested in this bit of gossip ourselves. Is anyone else Miss Karida? But why? Well, 2 years ago, a woman committed suicide. Suicide? Her name was Celeste Impact. And he was one of Karida's manager. The victim's manager? But that's not all, pal. Miss Impact was Miss Adriana Andrews' mentor. I thought Miss Andrews knew everything she knew about the business from square one. Her mentor? A woman who was both Miss Karida's manager and Miss Andrews' mentor. Does her suicide have something to do with this case? Do you want to know more about it, pal? I do. He was the victim's manager and was also Miss Adrian Andrews' mentor. It's been 2 years since her suicide, and those two are linked again by another death. Well, maybe it's just a coincidence. What? Yeah! I'm getting sick of dealing with one foolish idiot after another. Miss Von Karma! You can't seem to stop allying yourself with the enemy, can you? I need a traitor in my midst. You don't mean... I do. Scruffy? You have 30 minutes to get out of here. We're no longer needed. Goodbye. That's... Wait! Please wait, sir. If I don't get this one's pay, I'll stop... Quiet. If it weren't for traitors like you... I would have won. Is that what you want to say? Who? That voice. I knew it. Edgeworth? I assumed it would be Edgeworth. It's been a long time, right? This person? Is that Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, he has his own theme, too. What am I going to do with you? Still blaming others when things go wrong. You changed a bitch, Francisca. You. How dare you show your face to me without a shred of shame upon it? You soiled the Von Karma name, right through the mud. You ran away with your tail between your legs like an ill-bred dog you are. Are you talking about the Von Karma family creed? To be perfect in every way. Then let's hear it, Francisca. How are things going? I hear you are having a rough time maintaining perfection in this country. You seem to be getting crushed under the weight of it all. That's why I came back. Keep your assumptions to yourself. I haven't given in yet. I won't lose. This case is mine. I'll never hand it over to you. Never. Mr. Phoenix, right? I will see you tomorrow in court. It'll be a clinical lesson in the meaning of total victory. Still the same wild mare she always was. Hi. I thought you, the prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, had gone and died. Mr. Nick. I never wanted to see you again. I think that's enough of a warm welcome for someone you haven't seen in a year. Going to run tomorrow's trial? You heard her, right? The old mare hasn't given in yet, it seems. So, no, I don't think I'll be making an appearance. Your hatred for me is quite unhealthy, not to mention one-sided. I will say one thing. You can't win on your own at that trial tomorrow. What is that supposed to mean? There's something definitive that you lack. Working together is the definition of teamwork. It's the power to find the truth. The truth? In order to understand this case, you have to understand a certain truth. If you feel the need for my assistance, it is available to you. I'm not in charge of this case, so I could be a bit more generous with information. What's going on inside his head? A lot of things may have happened, however, Manfred von Karma was still my mentor. With a perfect win record is proof of a von Karma. 1 year ago. He not established guilt in a few cases. Those losses the reason you suddenly disappeared from the prosecution's office? Did you leave because you had lost your perfect win record? I think your motivation for prosecuting trials was so selfish. It would have been better for everyone if you never came back from the dead, Edgeworth. I see. Let me ask you something. Why do you stand in the courtroom? What is your reason? Well, with Francisca, she almost always says, I will defeat you this time, the instant she sees me. But courtroom is not a personal battlefield for prosecutors and lawyers. I stand in the courtroom to defend my client. And save their lives. Save your client, you say? Those who think only of their own ego-driven goals? Those kind of prosecutors are reprehensible to me. Even if you're a prodigy. Someone like you, Edgeworth. Looks like there's still a lot you yet to learn. What you have to learn? Me? Well, that's enough for now. The time when you will see is coming soon enough. Oh? Why is that? Oh. It disappeared suddenly a year ago. I guess. What do you know? There's a little interesting rumor about this man. You know about this Andrew's getting close to him? It's common tabloid fare, isn't it? I don't think things at face value. I don't take things at face value when there's more to be found. While I was abroad, these deplorable types of actors became popularized. You know, refreshing like a spring breeze is his motto. Refreshing. Sort of refreshing. What is so refreshing about a spring breeze? Like the pollen is not treating him well this year. Old bag maybe? You're looking into leads. You can only look into a few key players with our limited resources. There's no reason for us to waste our energy investigating this person. Won't you just tell it to me straight and say I don't have any info? Adrian Andrews. There's a large secret within herself. A secret? I can't help but feel that this whole case revolves around her. Okay. This woman's another key to solving this case. You really think so? She was Adrian Andrews' mentor a long time ago. She was suddenly called away by a different show and became Juan Corrida's manager. And then, a few months later, it's just Impact's died. But her death was ruled as suicide, right? Yes. There's still one riddle we get to solve. Riddle? Suicide note. It went missing, no one could find it. Does I know that just vanished, huh? Miss Impact's death was most certainly a suicide, of that there is no mistake. But we could not find her suicide note. That's what the police began to suspect that someone had hidden it. The suicide note? But how do you know Miss Impact had even written such a note? There was no solid evidence, however. We did find traces of ink on her right finger, which makes the likelihood of her suicide note very likely. But who would hide such a thing? Police think that it was Mr. Juan Corrida himself. The victim. Look at this nerd. He was the one who found her body. Makes him the only person who could have a chance to hide her suicide note. Mr. Corrida hit his own manager's suicide note. Why? As long as her note is missing, speculation beyond this is meaningless. But now, I think we should look this over. This is a suicide report. Part 1, anyway. Part 1. Deceased impacts found by Juan Corrida. Is that not hidden? Huh. You want to read? I'd like to look through reports. Like suicide reports even less. First of all are the reports that have multiple parts like this one. That has 2. 2 parts? What you just handed me is the first part of the report. Here's the second part. The part of the report is about the attempted suicide. Attempter's name? It's Adrian Andrews! Miss Andrews? What did she do? She tried to kill herself. She doesn't look like the kind of person to try to kill herself, though. You think she's a strong command woman? That's what she wants you to think. Adrian Andrews? She has a certain secret she's always trying to hide. Secret? Her dependent nature. That's what she's really like on the inside. Miss Andrews dependent? I know the exact opposite of what that woman is. Well, that may be true, but... or like, is she single? I think I've already thought about as much as I can, right? Adrian Andrews. Secrets. Well, I guess maybe we could ask, what's his name? About, Other things? About the new people we have? Oh, the lawyer dude! That's what you find out. Well, I'm still in the middle of investigating. I see. But I've already told you everything I know, dude. God, this hair is amazing. I love it. What else left? What's wrong? How much do you know? What do you mean, how much? Mr. Lawyer. I may be your client, but I hope you'll keep yourself out of my personal life. No, I would never. Yeah, if you'll excuse me. I have a lunch appointment I have to keep. You're in detention. What's gonna... Oh my god. Who in the world are you going to eat with? Security guard? Listen, yeah. What's less impacts lady? So I get the feeling she's a very important person in all of this. Wow, dude actually left, huh? Alright. I don't think Edgeworth has anything new. I guess we're gonna talk to her. Right. Maybe we have the stuff for the psych lock. So let's go do that. On guard? That's where she is, right? Oh, I think Miss Andrews isn't here. That's not good. I still have a few questions I want to ask her. She had that psych lock on her heart, right? Well, I don't have much of a choice. I'll just have to come back later. Well, I guess that's it. We gotta like Flora's room. Hold up, is that a camera? Or maybe I missed something actually in on guard's room. No, nothing looks different. Interesting, she's not here. Huh. I guess maybe there's more to talk to Edgeworth about. Do you know anything? Yeah, I'm not asking me, but I have no idea who that person is, sorry. That's okay, you don't have to apologize so much. Sorry. Man, that's mood right there. That's mood. You apologize for something and people like, you don't have to apologize. Did I present that already? Let's look at the reports. 2 parts. Adrian Andrews had an attempted suicide. Okay. Her dependent nature. Oh, I didn't see that. This is about Miss Andrews having a dependent nature. Adrian Andrews attempted suicide. It's a few days after the death of Celeste Impact. And why did Adrian Andrews think about committing suicide? Because she had apparently lost her will to live. Lost her will? But why would she? Her pillar of strength, her mentor Celeste Impact, was gone forever. That's why. Why would that... Is this what they call following someone to the grave? After her attempted suicide, Adrian Andrews started attending counseling sessions. She's someone who needs a person in whom she can trust absolutely. When she finds that person, she'll do anything she can to keep them near. Such an anchor in her life, the crippling anxiety stifles her ability to live. And that's the nature of her dependency on others. It's just Impact suddenly committed suicide, before her turned pitch dark, according to Adrian Andrews herself. Then, that means her super confident attitude? All a facade. She's only copying her mentor's behavior to hold herself together. That's terrible. Oh, this is an important record. There we go. Now maybe she'll be back? Maybe. Maybe. Ah. Question first, Gatewater Hotel and Guards Hotel. Oh, Miss Andrews is here. But it looks like she's talking with someone. That's Francisca von Karma. Miss von Karma? What are you doing here? Oh, well, you see, I'm his lawyer, so you've got some nerve following me around. Following you? That's you, Miss von Karma. You're the one doing the following. Or else? I was following after that mystery detective with the little beard. Me? Following after Scruffy? Don't make me laugh. Let me show you something interesting. Little girl. What is that? An electromagnetic receiver. I planted a tracking device on the detective. And with this, I know that fool's every move. Oh, I guess we heard was the receiver. I'm really sorry for poor Detective Gumshoe now. Now then, stop wasting time. Adrian Andrews. Yes? Think hard about what we just discussed. Understood? Alright. What's who talking about? Miss Andrews? She's a little dazed, doesn't she? Okay then. Well... Let's become Mr. Onguard's manager. It's a pleasure to manage with his nice disposition. I've already had this. Okay. I guess it's time. Noted for murder. How was Von Karaita murdered? That's me, I think you know the reason he was killed. Huh. Why are you hiding things? Don't you realize you're putting Mr. Onguard's life in danger by your actions? Why do you ask questions for which I have no answers? The truth is, I was not that close to Mr. Karaita. Not that close? That's right, I've never been good at being intimate with another person. Being intimate with another person? Somehow I highly doubt that. Probably Celeste. Everything with people, they're so depressing for the most part. I especially dislike feeble-minded individuals. Yes, well, that's why I don't think I could ever be intimate with you. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. So I guess you're saying I'm both depressing and stupid? Well, I'm certain you were very close to the victim. Say that all you'd like, but you still don't have any proof. Well, if it's with the victim, then probably the clipping, right? Yeah, okay. You and Mr. Karaita had an intimate relationship, did you not? A silly third-rate tabloid article. You had half your wits about you, you wouldn't believe such rubbish? Well, it seems quite a few people have already bought into this story. Must be expected in a world filled with crooks and liars. Note to self, stay on our good side. In any case, I despise interpersonal relationships like that. I see. However, what if there was a need for you to get close to someone? Really? Need to get close to Mr. Karaita? If there was ever such a need. Get close to Mr. Karaita for this person's sake? Now! Celeste Impacts. Your mentor. What do you know about Celeste? Miss Impacts, she committed suicide, didn't she? But it looks like no one knows why. For her death, she was Von Karaita's manager. So, I believe you got close to Mr. Karaita so you could find out more about her suicide. You have a great imagination. You may have a future here as a slimy muckracker or a future third-rate tabloid. Miss Andrews. There was no mystery surrounding her death. None. It would be pointless for me to force myself into a relationship for nothing. Really true? Really no mystery at all? I don't believe you were completely at ease with the way her suicide was resolved. What was the suicide report? Yeah. Suspects a suicide note was never found, was it? So the police were under the suspicion that someone had hidden it. Like, maybe the person who discovered her body, Mr. Corida? What? Hey, Miss Andrews, I believe you thought the same thing. That is why you became intimate with Mr. Corida. I've sat back quietly and listened to your insulting ramblings long enough. It's true that Celeste was my mentor, however, allow me to say this again. It had nothing to do with me. I didn't even know that her suicide note was ever found. Of course, it doesn't care about what goes on in the lives of others. That's the impression you like to give, however. I don't think that's who you really are. What? The evidence that says otherwise. It's true this list impacts someone very special to you. You attempted suicide? Sanders, you nearly went through with it too, didn't you? Went through with what? Ending your own life. Miss Andrews, you look and act like a very strong woman who has it all together. You didn't ask for anyone's help, relying only on yourself. Yes, I've been very independent ever since I can remember. However, it was just a lie. A facade. You've always searched out people on whom you can depend on. You were dependent on Miss Impacts, weren't you? Which is why, since you passed away, you lost everything you had. Stop. No. Celeste passed away so suddenly like that. I died a death of my own, but no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't stop thinking about what had become of her note. You must have heard about the police report. Someone that said the police suspected Miss Corida of hiding Miss Impacts' note. You heard about it, and fought to recover it from him by getting close, am I right? If that's the case, then everything changes. What do you mean? Tell me to start this conversation on again? Why was the victim killed? Exactly. Somehow, Miss Andrews, it seems that you have become the one with the reason to want Miss Corida dead. Or Mr. Corida dead. Me? Miss Impacts was everything to you. And then she died. And you would do anything to find out why she killed herself. Even commit murder. Murder? Hey. That was a cool outfit. It's true. I'm a woman who can only live in insecurity. I'm physically small and I don't really have a lot of self-confidence. I've pushed against all that, though. I tried to live strongly. I never wanted anyone to find out the truth. Miss Andrews. This one thing. The one thing I wanted to take with me to the grave. It was my secret. I'm in mine alone. I'm sorry. You probably think I'm a worthless human being right now, don't you? Please, Miss Andrews, all I want to know is the truth. After Celeste passed away, I heard that someone had hidden her suicide note. That someone was Juan Corida. Celeste. Without her, I became scared. Everyone seemed like they were out to get me. So you got close to Mr. Corida to recover her suicide note, correct? I think that tabloid reported the truth after all. Ironic, isn't it? Well, like they say, where there's smoke, there's fire. If they purposely had fuel the fire, they keep the celebrity while burning. But as for the suicide note, I didn't and wouldn't kill anyone for it. It just doesn't suit me, that's all. Well, that's enough for now. Still have work to do, so... I understand. I have one small favor to ask. My attempted suicide, I'd like her to keep it a secret. Miss Andrews, if people find out about my weakness, I would sooner choose to die than live. Alright, I understand. I'll keep it a secret. Miss Andrews, I guess she's the overthinking type. She probably never says anything without carefully thinking it through first. Thank you for your good dissertation. I don't know what that was. Not dissertation. Discretion, that's what it was. Discretion, I can read. Can I ask you something? What is it? Miss Andrews has been playing with that card in her hand since a little while back. That card? Yeah, I guess she has. Miss Andrews, what's with that card you're holding? Huh? Oh, this? I don't quite know. It just suddenly appeared in my handbag. What is it? It looks like a seashell. That's what it looks like, doesn't it? I honestly don't remember owning this card. I wonder where I picked it up from. I don't remember something clearly. Sounds like it would be a rare occurrence. Well, I must be off. I leave Mr. On guard in your capable hands. Cool. Well... I have no idea what to do now. Well, what should we first get to our hotel? I think I've gathered about all we can. What about missing Maya? Is she alright? Oh, Pearls, she looks so hard up by all this. Hasn't slept at all. Has been walking all over the place with me today. What's wrong, Mr. Nick? Let's go back to the office for a little while. You're really tired, right? Oh, no, I'm okay, really. I'm fine, I really am. You don't look fine to me. Oh, back to the office then. Yo, what up, bro? Who wants this? So, what now? Well, we did find one thing out for sure. Miss Andrews has a motive. You mean this impacts a suicide note? That's right. He's also the one to discover the victim's body. Clever. Mr. Nick, the transceiver. Hello, Rainbow offices. Mr. Attorney, you're not answering the phone. Maya, where's Maya? As I promised, I have not gone without a few feet of her this whole time. Yeah. Which is why I suppose she's absolutely famished. What? So I suggest you win a quick acquittal, my friend. At any cost. Don't you agree? Wait, Maya, let me hear her. Very well. That's my... Maya, is that you? Sis? That's my sis? Maya, Maya! Damn it, he cut me off. I think Maya asked my sis, didn't she? Yes. What does she mean by that? Come on, Phoenix. You're a hopeless one. Sorry? Ah! Oh, hi. Mia! I have a message from Maya, so don't ask me anything you want about her. How's Maya? She's safe for now. But the kidnapper is one to keep his word, it seems. Glad to hear she's safe, but Mia, how did you know? As soon as she was locked up, Maya called for me. I read the note she left. I gathered as much information about her surroundings as I could. I didn't know you could use a spirit channel like that. I'm just smart of her. The kidnapper, what's he like? I don't know. Apparently Maya went to answer a phone call at the hotel and was drugged there. And she didn't see the face of her attacker. Maya's locked up in a very dark place right now. Everything I heard when I was with her. When you were with her? Date, time, location? All questions. I'm starving. Really go for some apple pie. I mean, at a time like this, it's the only way to go. I'd stay positive. Promised he wasn't gonna kill me. I'm not gonna die. Sis, I'm not sure with Nick right now. Oh. Huh? Is there a card here? Kinda looks like a business card. There's no name on it. Huh. The picture of a seashell, I think. What a strange card. What's this? There's a lot of glass bottles here. And these, they feel like barrels? I'll pass. Too bad I'm really hungry and not really thirsty. There's all sorts of things piled up here. It's too dark to see. Try it's locked. This red lock seems pretty easy enough to open. On TV, the hero always uses a plastic card or a stiff piece of cardboard. And click, they magically open the door. There's a card like that around here that I can use. Ah, that's it! This shell card. Use this, maybe I can get the door open. This might be my key out of here. I think this card might be useful. Such a genius. Alright. Excuse me, Mr. Kidnapper. I did it! Okay, now I'm getting the heck out of here. I shouldn't keep Nick waiting. I'm worried. Ooh. Okay, okay. Nice cliffhanger. But we just heard that she's with him. I guess she got recaptured? Well... we are over on time by about 40 minutes, actually. Longer than I thought it would. Mouse, there we go. So we are going to end it here, and we'll start with the trial tomorrow. That first trial rolling. I am very interested in what's going on here. Seems to be something big. Something interesting. Almost feels kind of like a callback to the Steel Samurai case. So many things are the same, yet so much of it's different. So I'm just gonna get out of here. Not even doing the spiel. I'm just gonna get out of here because I gotta go make sure things are working fine and stuff. Hopefully nothing got lost during the weird little outage we had there. It seems like it's all still one solid VOD, so that's good. I'll have to go make sure that we're good on that. Hopefully there's nothing missing. But speaking of the VODs, if you don't know there's a VODs thing, exclamation point VODs, or you can check below, there's links and stuff too. There's a couple of spots for it. Yeah, that's it. Thank you to everyone who came out, said hi. I was enjoying this. I'm very much enjoying it. So until next time, we'll continue with the first trial and probably day 2 of the investigation.